it all leads back to here.
Let's do it.
Did I sell my soul to the devil?
Put yourself together.
How could you possibly help me?
Exactly.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe, I've been cooking up hits.
Tonight, taxpayers in a small Los Animas County town are protesting, calling for accountability from their government. 13 Investigates is uncovering new information revealing the town of Aguilar's property tax revenue is being held by the state. It's because the small town is years behind on turning in financial audits. Investigative reporter Quinn Ritzdorf is pressing the town leaders for answers tonight.
$115,000. That's how much tax revenue is being withheld from the town of Aguilar. The state auditor placed a hold on the money because the town hasn't submitted a financial audit since 2018. Residents of Aguilar want transparency.
Accountability is not just for the taxpayer. It's for the elected officials that work for us taxpayers, period.
Every year, Colorado municipalities are supposed to submit an audit to the state, but the town of Aguilar hasn't turned one in since 2018.
Here we are in 2023, and we still have no audits completed since 2018, and nobody knows where the money's being spent and where the money is going.
Because of the delays, the state auditor placed a hold on the town's property tax revenue in October 2020. After nearly 3 years, that revenue, which the town can't touch, totals $115,000. And residents are upset their tax money is just sitting there.
This state has a law that mandates every town has to do an audit required by law once a year. How they can get away with this many years to the point of having their tax dollars withheld from our community, something is going on.
The town mayor, Donald Gonzalez, says the COVID-19 pandemic made it hard to find auditors to do the work.
Had an auditor that had quit on us. From there, it went to a different auditor. He couldn't get the numbers straightened out and everything, and then COVID hit. So from there, I was trying to get an auditor to get everything done.
According to emails between residents and the office of the state auditor, the town of Aguilar is working to complete the audits. But the emails show the process started back in March. With still nothing completed, residents are beginning to question the town's finances.
Where there's smoke, there's fire, period. And I would love the administration to tell me I'm wrong, to tell the community we're wrong. Show us where the money's going. Show us why the audits are taking so long.
13 Investigates asked the mayor if there are any financial concerns with the town. He says there aren't. He says that they have an auditor and are working to complete the delinquent audits. Once those are done, the withheld tax revenue will be released back to the town. Reporting in Aguilar, Quinn Ritzdorf, 13 Investigates.
It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is. Living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men know the rich men, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control.
Yeah.
Give me freedom or give me death. To that we pledge allegiances. We the people had enough, it's time we aired our grievances against these treasonous demons. So raise the alarm, cause the pigs are fully taken over on this animal farm. Don't know anymore, this world's gotten too cold to ignore. Shit, is it 2023 or 1984? Thought police up at my door to open fire on me, but I'd rather die on my feet than survive on my knees. And please, we know how they looking at us from up at the top. The tougher they made it for us, the fucking tougher we got. They thought they'd keep us scared forever, but fuck it, we not. We'll send them back to north of Richmond in some cuffs or a box.
It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to. For people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is. Living in the new world with an old soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control.
Behind the politicians, there's a far more sinister villain that's power driven. Only answer to money is their religion. They controlling the way that we live in, keeping us mentally stuck in a prison, so that the fire they know is rebellion never can spread whenever it's risen. But they've been seeing us waking up, and now they fucking afraid, as we the people get to seeing through their fucking charade. We're being played by these elites who would rather see us enslaved, as they lead us by the hand where the land's dug with a grave. And they could kill our character through stories they publish, or they'll just murder us and brand it as suicide to the public, or an accidental overdose. Print the story, run it, say it's fact, so people trust it, accept it, and move on from it. But it's time to pick a side and get to striking a nerve. In any way we're able, I'm fighting this fight with my words. And if they keep pushing, then fuck it, we inciting the purge. And just to think, all we wanted was the rights we deserve.
It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to. For people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is. Living in the new world with an old soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. Your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end. Cause the rich men, cause the rich men.
Good evening, everybody.
Right here. This comment right here. Look at that one. And on mouse.
Right?
We're gonna get into that tonight for sure. We got some stuff you might like. I don't know. Maybe not. Yeah,
What's up, my friend?
Everybody, we got a lot of people stopping in here. Thanks for all those thumbs up. Appreciate it. Tennessee Accountability. We got Betty,
Joko, Robert, Black Watch, Food Toy. Long time no see. Slow Burner. Right? Slow burner.
Three of them beat me, Slow Burner. I got three, motherfucker.
we have Far Lap in there. What's up, Far Lap? We have Gail in there. Again, ain't on mouse. Just a guy having fun. John Dunicola. Great to see you, my friend.
John D. So, yeah, John D. He's been poking around a little bit. He has concerns about the budget as well, right?
What budget?
He's definitely got some concerns about the budget.
Well, I mean, you mean this budget here? This one here that we got here? Hold on, let me expand it out. Psh. That one there?
Yeah. I think that one there, or it could be this one here.
Could be that one there.
Could be this one here. We're gonna get into it. for sure. We've got some budget here. It's pretty interesting, right? So we'll just kind of read through it, try to comprehend it, maybe.
Right?
Right? Yeah. It'd be fun, they say.
Well, they say.
For sure. Yeah, they say. It'll be a good time. For sure. So, we had a letter to the editor come out. So you guys check that out in the Trinidad Chronicle. Letter to the editor, right here. This one is from Dorothy Simpson, longtime resident of Aguilar. And the headline is Aguilar resident distraught over issues in her town. So, let's check that
John.
out. John, good to see you, brother.
Hey, what's going on, man?
We're just mind blown.
You mind blown.
Weeks.
Dude, I've gotten through 3 pages of the budget, and I'm still shaking my fucking head. Dude, you can't make this shit up. I mean, I'm dead serious. I mean, the shit that's in here is unbelievable. You got shit in here. If you look at some of this stuff, I mean, she's got vehicle maintenance that went from $6,500 to $2,500. It's a difference of like $4,071. Where's that fucking money? You got another one here.
Yeah.
You got a thing in here for a library salary. Do you even have a librarian?
Yeah, they have a librarian. Yeah, they have a librarian.
So we have two.
Huh?
2 part-timers.
Yeah, 2 part-time librarians.
Well, that doesn't make much sense because she has it listed as a library salary for $18,759. That was in 2020. And from 2020 to 21 and 22, it dropped down to $1,620, which is a difference of $2,739. I mean, none of this shit makes sense. None of it. I mean,
you people has the 2021 here, and if you guys see on there,
I got to bring it up full screen here.
Yeah, this is kind of what John's talking about. He's been looking at. Right there's pretty good. Go on just a little further.
Well, if I go in any further, you're not going to be... Well, we'll take away the account numbers.
Right. Yeah, there you go. There. Yeah. That's close enough. Back just a touch. But you can see we got 2020, 21, 21, and 2022 up here all next to each other. This is what John's talking about. The discrepancies between the years. Right, John?
Yeah, essentially, I'm no forensic accountant. Okay, I'm going to put that out there, and I'm no attorney. I'm just a nobody that's looking at numbers. Okay, but usually the way a budget works is you come in, you turn around, and you say, okay, we need X amount of dollars for the Department of Public Works, right? So in that list of the Department of Public Works would be the different departments within that thing. And the money would get separated out into each department and kind of divvied out, right? This doesn't even do that. This just says we need $2,500 in the year 2020, and then in 21 we need $6,000 or $5,000, and then she copy and pasted the numbers from 21 to 22. I mean, they're the same goddamn numbers. And here's the problem with that: interest rates go up, they go down, right?
All right.
So if they go up and they go down, your numbers should increase or decrease by the interest rates.
Well, even here, if you look out here, like the administration, right? They paid for an audit in 2021 and 2022.
Yeah,
They
but they never
paid for
did
an
it.
no. Yeah, there's no audit that was done. So I mean, how do you
What are you
pay for
paying for?
something that wasn't done?
Well, here's another one, and this is a major one, and this is where I really got literally just like blindsided. If you look,
Almost $2,000.
no, if you look on the first page that you sent me, right, and you go down, and you're gonna find a thing that says capital expenditures or for a loan. There's a loan
Yes.
on there, okay, and you'll see
Yes.
it for 66 or $65,000,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
You are
It's in
paying
there.
You're paying on a loan for $66,000 for projects for a water system where there's no money being allocated for the water system. How the fuck does that work? So what are you paying on a loan? And where did that $66,000 go? These are
So
questions somebody needs to be asking, and
go
nobody's
back
asking
up,
them.
you people. Go back up. Right there. Stop. No, not that part. Damn. Go back
Damn.
down. Go back down just to the last page before it starts talking that gibberish. Go to the last page. I'm gonna show John something real quick here.
The last page before the gibberish. This one here.
Yes. Yes. Contingency. Go down. Contingency. So
The
you see
contingency fund.
2019, 2020, 2021. It states at the top. Contingency total expenditures, right? You set up.
Yeah, and the numbers go down. See how it goes 19,280? The numbers.
Right, so pay attention. Pay attention to those numbers, right? Now hold on. I'm going to show you that is 2021. This is 2022. Okay? And if we go here, it's going to show us 2020 and 2021, which should be on there, right? That shows 2019, 2020, 2021. So go ahead and look at those numbers. These numbers and those numbers. Contingency and total expenditures. They're nowhere near, even for the same years. You see what I'm saying?
Well, actually, hold on a second. Let me scroll back up here really quick. Actually, this actually was the 2021 budget, but they have the 2022 budget on here as well. It went 2020, 2021, and 2022.
Yep.
They don't have 2019 on here. It doesn't stop at they actually added 2022 to the 2021 budget on this one.
Right, and look
But
at
But
look
again,
at the 2020
I mean,
contingency. What does it say? What does it say? 2020 contingency. What does it say? On here.
65. That's the loan. If you look at that 65 grand, that number should match on the first page that you sent me. That number should match the loan that they took out for the water, supposedly for the water system repairs. So where's that money?
Look at the contingencies here, John.
Oh, I know.
No, you just go back to mine. Go back to this one right here. Look at the contingencies. All of a sudden, where'd that 65 go, John?
Yeah, exactly. It
This is
disappeared.
3 years. Where'd it go? Got a 16 and a 36 and a 65 here. When we
Listen.
go over here to this, and we've got a 19, a 17, and a 17.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is again, generally, if the inflation rate goes up, that means that the numbers should be going up. It shouldn't be going down.
Hey, Indy.
You can't get an auditor to get the numbers straight.
Well,
That's
you can't get
there.
You know why
And they
can't
have
get
no
it straight?
financial concerns, bro. You heard him, right?
Yeah, okay. You got $116,000 sitting in a bank somewhere that the state's holding on to. You don't think there's a concern there? Listen, I'm an outsider, okay? I got no dog in the fight on this. Really, I don't. But people should understand, this is your money. These are your tax dollars that are being wasted. And if you don't stand up and fight for what's right and what's yours, and you don't fix the problems that are there, this is going to keep happening. They don't care. They've made it clear. That's why they had that lawyer come in and try to tell you that it's shutting down the public comments. That's why they're trying to shut you up any way possible, because they don't want this. They didn't want this to go national news, and it has. And I got to be honest with you. If I lived in this town, I would be pounding on every goddamn door that I could possibly pound on. Congressmen, senators, the attorney general, to the point where they goddamn trespassing from the building. I would be pounding on these doors. These people need to be working for you. This is your money that you're paying these people to do. They're supposed to be working for your best interest, not their own. And they're working for their own.
Yep.
And it's a fucking shame.
Well, and Good Citizen named this show like properly. I mean, he said, she said, they said, we said, you people warned them. Like, come on, man. Like, what do you expect from a woman that still hasn't gotten in a year? You saw what the cops told her, and the best part is the cops told her, "What, you're not getting me in trouble with him."
But here's the other problem, okay? Because I had a conversation before you guys went over there. One of the things that I said is this stuff is readily available. They should have that 23 budget available for visual inspection. The fact that she's telling you they don't have it tells me that they haven't done it. And if they haven't done it, that means that they can fudge the numbers again. And that's a problem for me, and that should be a problem for anybody in this town. Because if she's copy and pasting these numbers, what is she going to do with the new one?
Yeah, but John, you got to remember that we brought this stuff out earlier. We brought this stuff out like within month 3 that the numbers didn't match. And you know what the people were being told by Tyra, and of course they're going to listen to Tyra instead of a couple of outsiders. They're making all of these numbers up. They're creating these numbers, but yet these same numbers that we have shown to people are now on their website. So how did we create these numbers?
Exactly.
How did we create these spreadsheets? How did we create these lies?
But here's the
again, and I think that's where the support is starting to come in now, as people are starting to realize.
But that
Go ahead, John, I'm sorry.
that also snowballs into what I'm saying though, which is, you guys should be able to walk in there Monday mornings or Tuesday morning, whatever, you know what I mean? You should be able to walk in there and say, I want to see the 23 budget now. And they're supposed to have it on demand. There's no question. There's no ifs. There's no ands. There's no buts. You're supposed to be able to look at it. It should be in a binder. It should be right there, readily available, so you can look at it. You can visually inspect it. You can turn around. You can record it. You know what I mean? They can't stop you from doing it, and they're doing that.
Steal the records with tears. I got my record sealed with tears.
Oh, well, we've got better pictures of those, Good Citizen. Hold on one second here. Boom. Right there. Yeah. That's the letter that he's trying to show. We'll give everybody about 2 minutes to read this, and then we'll continue on. But go ahead, John.
I'm just showing this is on the website. This is their post on their website. If you guys go to Aguilar, Colorado, they got their own webpage, Aguilar, Colorado, aguilarco.us. Okay? And this is posted on there, right? And
That's
then
insane.
When you start looking around there, you can find plenty of information on there that contradicts this response right here. And this is the latest response from these people. Well, specifically Tyra. It's signed Tyra. So.
Well, that kind of poses another question. If she's acting in a dual role, is she paying herself for 2 different salaries?
We've asked that question many times, John. We've asked that question many times.
It's a question that should be answered. And it's a question that should be, that needs to be answered. I
Right.
mean, realistically, if she's acting as a FOIA officer and she's acting as the town clerk, I mean, and that brings up another thing is if you look in the paperwork you guys sent me, she's got in there something for training, right? Training
Right.
of staff or something like that. Okay,
Yep.
what training? Where did the training take place? How much of that money was actually used for the training session, and how much was used to, if they had to get put up in a hotel, if they had to get a rent a car? I mean, all these things are supposed to be itemized, and I'm not seeing it.
Well, and we never got any of the itemizations from the training that Adam was supposed to go through. And if you remember, Adam had 3 different jobs. He was the emergency coordinator, he was the code enforcement, and he was the building inspector. And he wasn't even like certified to be building inspector. Like, he had no experience. He admitted it on our show. Whether he was fucking around or not, I would not sit there and go, no, I have no experience in that on a show that, like, he basically told us he has no experience, but he had the job. So was he getting paid for 3 different jobs?
Again, that's a question.
Speaking of jobs, guys, I hate to interrupt you, but we do need to get our sponsors taken care of.
I can't begin my day until I've had a Dickens cider.
There's nothing better than waking up to a good old Dickens cider.
My girlfriend loves Dickens ciders. My sister came to stay with us for a month, and my husband couldn't go a day without the Dickens cider.
My girlfriend loves a Dickens cider.
My mum loves a Dickens cider.
My sister loves to wake up in the morning with a Dickens cider.
I'm a bit young, but I would love to try a Dickens cider.
So there you have it. For over 150 years, Frederick von Dickens has developed a beverage that literally brings women to their knees. So fellas, for the sake of the economy, get a Dickens cider.
Thanks for sponsoring us, Frederick. We appreciate it, brother.
Don't forget, if you need a non-emergency medical transportation, don't hesitate to call Eddie at 719-877-2281, and it's free with Medicaid. So give Amen Ride LLC a call if you need a non-emergency medical transportation. All right, sponsors out of the way. Let's continue on with business here. So we got the budget that we've had an issue with. Water seems to be getting fixed, which is a good thing. What else have we had going on besides the numerous civil rights violations that the administrations like to pull on us?
I'm curious about something too. The paperwork you sent me, it shows bank fees, and it says $1,500 a year, and then they budgeted it to $2,400, which is a difference of $900.
Yes, the paperwork just doesn't make sense. But for the longest time, we think that they've just been putting up numbers, and they've just been getting away with being able to just put up random numbers because nobody questioned them on it until me and Good Citizen.
Financial concerns.
Hey,
So-
I got a couple. I did have a couple of questions for you guys. You guys have a community center, right? Is that where they hold the meetings?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Do you realize that they portioned $1,500 for maintenance of that facility? Here's another one. You have utility uniforms, right? $250. And if you
What
look at
uniforms?
it gets better because if you look at the paperwork, right? They pay for uniforms twice in 2 different areas on this. Then we have office expenses. This is beautiful. In 2020, it was $210 for office expenses. From 2020 to 21 and 22, it went from $210 to $1,500. That's a difference of $1,290.
We were hitting them up for lots of FOIA requests, and they like to do it the hard way. I don't think the picture is on here. Let me see if I have the picture on here. No, it's not on this one. It's on the other one. I've got a picture of a huge stack of paper that she decided that she was going to print out like 4 reams of paper.
Well, if I could, I can't condone killing the trees that way, but okay.
Hey, I told her flat out I want all my responses in email, and then she ends up like sending me a picture of like literally it was like a stack like that. And
insane.
She's like, "What do you want with this? Are you gonna come and pick this up?" And I was like, "Tyra, I told you in my email that I will take everything in PDF and email form."
Well, here's some more beautiful stuff. You have. I'm sorry, I'm laughing at this one, but it's building maintenance. Okay, building maintenance from 2020 was 2416, which wasn't too bad. She'd only bumped it to 2500 for the other 2 years. But I really didn't see so much maintenance on the stairs of City Hall. Maybe I'm just blind. I could be wrong. Here's another one. Public spaces, $1,177, right? In 2020, and it went to $5,000 for 21 and 22. There's a difference of 38.23.
And what was that going to? Right, exactly. What was that going to? What was it going to, like cleaning up the park? Because that rarely happened. Aguilar days, I mean, the grass was like that high. And it's not even grass, like it's all like weed type stuff that was all that high. So, I mean, the town wasn't looking very attractive. So where did all that money go?
Well, I think you're going to love this one. Equipment and furniture, 2020, $214. Wow. Apparently they didn't have decent enough furniture in 2020. So they spent $1,000 in 21 and 22, and there's a difference of $786.
Yeah.
Then you go down to street maintenance. You have street maintenance in 2020 was $15,283, but you had no street maintenance in 21 or 22. So.
Well, that's about right, John. They haven't had any street maintenance in 2 years. I can attest to that one at least.
Oh, I can attest to that too. I've seen the pictures. I'm not there, but I've seen the pictures. Yeah, I mean, you're getting whacked for late penalties at the bank for $1,000 and $2,500. I mean, this is just insanity. Water hauling fee, $1,500. What the hell is that?
That's them hauling in. That's them hauling in water because their water reservoirs are shit.
Well, here's a funny one. Water hauler sales.
Oh, there's not supposed to be any of those.
Apparently there is, because it's on there.
Oh,
that's another one. I mean, this is just.
See, is everybody hearing this? It's not just coming from me. It's not just coming from Good Citizens. It's not just coming from Vern. We sent this paperwork to him. He is looking it over. They are on water restrictions, correct, Vern? Water restrictions. Yep. They're not supposed to be selling any water.
Right.
I mean, and what's worse is I think it's like $1,000 short of what they estimated. I mean, the actual they spent was $6,000. They shorted themselves $1,000. So where are they going to make up that other $1,000? They have to take it from somewhere. Where are they taking it from?
Well, they don't pay their gas bill, and they say that the people that are billing them are wrong. So they don't. That's how they make it up. They just don't pay
okay.
stuff.
That would be the next town over, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean. How the hell are you getting whacked with late payment or bounce check fees at a bank when you're a city?
I don't know. Ask Vern. He was on the council for a bit. Vern, how about you enlighten us on how they get away with this bullshit for so long?
They never tell anyone. No one actually knows what's going on. They didn't get transparency until I started bringing this stuff up. And it's crazy. You know, we got a $3,800 fine on the water, but no one's ever said what the fine was specifically for. And Tyra, She can't balance a checkbook worth of fuck. She bounced a $17,000 check to the gas company.
Oh my God.
Hey, she's
I'll be
got that
back.
budget balanced, bud.
I'll be right back.
I will tell you guys this. The only way this town is going to get straightened out, seriously, and this is no joking. I mean, we're laughing because we don't want to cry, really. And that's what it comes down to. But the only way this is going to get straightened out is you would have to have the state come in with their own auditors and do a forensic accounting of the entire town. That's the only way it's going to get straight. The only way. Because these numbers are so goddamn screwed up. Uh, there's no way. You can't tell heads or tails with this stuff. Literally, she's copying, pasting numbers from 21 to 22. She's just carrying it over. That
But
I
on the
can't see
next
an
year, she forgets what numbers she copy pasted. So if you go on their website, John, you'll see what I sent you is actually on there, and there's both the years. And like I say, when you look at the years, you'll see the discrepancies for the same years. There's huge discrepancies, thousands of dollars.
I listen. I mean, this is just scratching the surface. What I'm talking about right here. This is only 3 pages that I've gotten through, and I got to be honest with you. I'm literally only halfway through the 3rd page. I haven't even, you know what I mean. And this is just stuff that I'm just happening to just kind of. And I don't know. Again, I'm not an accountant. I don't know jack diddly about this. I just know how budgets are done. Because when I did work for the company I worked for, we used to handle the town of, you know, whatever town we were dealing with, whether it be Plymouth, whether it be Natick or Newton or Framingham. We used to deal with Boston police, all of them. We used to have to deal with Brookline police. So I know how the way the budgets are set up and how it's distributed. You know what I mean? And that kind of brings up another thing too, which is, you know, they're awarding contracts. How many people are bidding on these contracts that they've got out there, and how are they approving the bids?
Vern can tell you about that.
One, they take one bid and the council approves it before they even have the session. There's the mayor, one of the councilmen who work against everyone and have this set up before a town hall meeting. And
so there's no special committee?
No, they don't. They refuse to have special committees. They don't even want the councilmen to know too much, so they have bobbleheads on there who don't care. They don't even pick up the packet for the meeting until they show up. They show up, it's sitting in front of them. And I had to pick mine up 3 days ahead of time so I could understand what we were voting on.
I feel for you guys. It really hurts my heart to see a town allowing this to happen to themselves, and it's unfortunate. It really is.
It's such a cool place, man. It is such a cool place, dude. But
you know something,
it's going to hell.
you sent this morning. You sent me a beautiful picture of an amazing sunrise in Colorado today, and to me, that epitomizes what should be in that town and what it should be like, and you're not getting that. And it's unfortunate because these leaders that you have there are the reason why you're not getting what you are entitled to. You don't pay your taxes. You don't bust your balls working your ass off for somebody to take 35% of it or 33% of it, right? For them to shit all over you. That's not the way it works. And that's why when you hear people like GCM, you people, Vern, these people that are speaking up, they're speaking up and they're talking to you from their heart because they see what it could be. And it's not. And that's the problem. People need to stand up. People need to say
$100,000. Like, what could that do? You know?
You know, and that's the thing. $116,000 could help pave the roads. It definitely could help fix those water towers. You know what I mean? There's so
The
much that you
park,
could do with that.
the steps, the paint on the
You
building,
could.
anything, man.
How about
Pay a maintenance worker.
how about the park? How about that park outside of the community center? You'd be able to open the park back up. You'd be able to turn the water fountains back on so that people can drink clean water. These are the things that it can be and should be.
Internet on Main Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They openly steal money from the town at town council meetings. The town council will vote on something, then 2 or 3 people on the council will do exactly the opposite of what the entire council votes on. And when you bring it up, the mayor will use this remark a lot. Moving on. They will not discuss it.
Moving on.
You know, I was watching a live stream earlier today, and one of the things that was played, and probably hasn't been played enough, and people really don't kind of look at it, and they look at us and they think we're nuts. But there was a gentleman that played a thing that talked about we the people. You know, going back to the 1776 when we decided that we were done with the English and the tyranny that they were trying to pull on us. And I think people have gotten away from that, and it's a shame because, you know, at the end of the day, we're the ones that run things. And when people start to understand that we run it, we elect them to run it the way we feel it should be run, that's when things will start to change. And that's where this town needs to come together and say, you know what, we're done with your bullshit. We want the change. We want this fixed. And if you're not going to fix it, get the fuck out of the way.
That sounds good. You know, if we could just get them to retire, we would be a lot better off. But they're stealing too much money for them to quit. They're definitely fighting this.
And they're not good liars.
No, not at all.
Well, you
Not
know,
at all.
you had the mainstream media there, right? I would reach
Yes.
back out to that gentleman that was
Multiple
there.
forms. I mean,
Right.
we've got the newspaper, we've got the television, you know,
Right.
and then we've got this side covered. I mean, there's multiple streams looking into this shit.
My suggestion would be have them go in and do the record request. Have them go in there and ask to see the copy of the 23 budget. Have them do that and see what happens when they deny them access to that stuff. Because I guarantee you that news station has lawyers on the phone. Boom, hey, they're not giving us this shit. And I guarantee you that news station picks up the phone to the Attorney General. You're going to see a whole different level of fucked up. They're not going to sit there and say to that news station, oh no, we're not getting involved in this shit. They're going to be like, oh shit, we don't want to be on the news. We don't want our name attached to this.
Well,
Oh
there
my
is
God. And you seen them on the news, man? I mean, that's terrible, dude.
there is some good news to this. The state, after the town's done with their audit, the state is going to do an audit for us.
Well, the state should be doing it anyway. I mean, at this point,
they don't want. Yeah, and what they're saying is if they do it right now, it will just mess the things up. They're going to let them finish, turn their lies in, then they're going to step in.
I mean,
you know, Vern, I would agree with. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I mean, go ahead. You're good.
So I would agree with him, except for one problem. You can't get an auditor in there long enough to do the goddamn thing. And that's the issue. Because you know what? You had 2 auditors in there already. One walked off within, what, a week?
Right.
You know what I mean?
No auditor's going to put their name on this when they know that it's going to be redone by the state and they know they're getting bullshit.
But not only that, but if they can't figure out the numbers because the numbers weren't ever written down or they were never, there was no meeting of the minds. You know what I mean? There's no way that somebody's going to put their name on something if they don't know what the actual figures are. And
Right,
Yeah,
because they'd
but,
lose their license.
but he does. But he does. He wasn't even there at the time that he's speaking on. So let me play that clip again real quick for the people in here that didn't see it in the beginning, okay? Listen closely to what's said.
Tonight, taxpayers in a small Los Animas County town are protesting, calling for accountability from their government. 13 Investigates is uncovering new information revealing the town of Aguilar's property tax revenue is being held by the state. It's because the small town is years behind on turning in financial audits. Investigative reporter Quinn Ritzdorf is pressing the town leaders for answers tonight.
$115,000. That's how much tax revenue is being withheld from the town of Aguilar. The state auditor placed a hold on the money because the town hasn't submitted a financial audit since 2018. Residents of Aguilar want transparency.
Accountability is not just for the taxpayer. It's for the elected officials that work for us taxpayers, period.
Every year, Colorado municipalities are supposed to submit an audit to the state, but the town of Aguilar hasn't turned one in since 2018.
Here we are in 2023, and we still have no audits completed since 2018, and nobody knows where the money's being spent and where the money is going.
Because of the delays, the state auditor placed a hold on the town's property tax revenue in October 2020. After nearly 3 years, that revenue, which the town can't touch, totals $115,000. And residents are upset their tax money is just sitting there.
This state has a law that mandates every town has to do an audit required by law once a year. How they can get away with this many years to the point of having their tax dollars withheld from our community, something is going on.
The town mayor, Donald Gonzalez, says the COVID-19 pandemic made it hard to find auditors to do the work.
Had an auditor that had quit on us. From there, it went to a different auditor. He couldn't get the numbers straightened out and everything, and then COVID hit. So from there, I was trying to get an auditor to get everything done.
According to emails between residents and the office of the state auditor, the town of Aguilar is working to complete the audits. But the emails show the process started back in March. With still nothing completed, residents are beginning to question the town's finances.
Where there's smoke, there's fire, period. And I would love the administration to tell me I'm wrong, to tell the community we're wrong. Show us where the money's going. Show us.
Oh, they'll
why
tell
the
you all
audits are
day
taking so
we're
long.
wrong.
13 Investigates asked the mayor if there are any financial concerns with the town. He says there aren't. He says that they have an auditor and are working to complete the delinquent audits. Once those are done, the withheld tax revenue will be released back to the town. Reporting in Aguilar, Quinn Ritzdorf, 13 Investigates.
Yeah.
So his this kind of brings up another issue, and I hate to do this to you guys, but if they haven't had an audit since 2018, right? That means that the numbers haven't been right since 2018.
Right.
And that means all those $1,800 charges that you people's got pulled up here for the audit. If you roll it back, you people, that we paid for the audit like $1,875 each year.
The audit that
So where'd all that money go? Well,
Yeah, right there.
Exactly.
Right there.
Audit. 1875, 1,000.
You just can't make it up. you can't make this shit up.
I like how their insurance. I like how their insurance went down for them, though. It went from $3,200 for their property casualty insurance down to $2,875 somehow.
You know, and I think what scares me about that is the front steps of City Hall.
Right.
Because, God damn, if somebody goes down on those stairs,
Well,
I'll tell you right now, I'd be surprised if the insurance company covers that.
Well, you've had plenty of people on our Facebook making comments about those stairs. The citizens themselves are like, yo, that stuff is crumbling. Like, literally crumbling. You step on it, it crumbles. You walk up to it and touch it. Hell, you just look at it, it crumbles. Like,
they have a fix for that. They have a fix for that. They took care of it. They just keep the front door locked.
They just keep the front door locked.
Well, that also brings up another issue too, which is that if they do fix them, they would have to come up to code with them and make it ADA compliant.
Well, we had pushed that, John. We already pushed that. They got a bid for an ADA compliant ramp, and it was supposed to get done, and it hasn't gotten done. We got plenty of lip service through a meeting, you know, okay, we're going to accept this bid for this ramp here, but nothing ever came from it. So we're still waiting on a ramp.
That's the best way. If the door's locked, then nobody has to come in.
All it would take is one person with a disability, and it's all over. I mean, it's a no-brainer. I mean, what do I know? I'm just a guy on the other end of the world.
Right.
We're in town, but we're on the other end of the world.
Evidently.
I don't know. I feel for you guys. I really do. I don't know. Again, I just, even if they get the independent audit done, which I don't think they'll find somebody that's going to work the books the way they want, because there's no way. They would have to have had receipts for everything. And that's another thing too, you know, is when you pulled the records that you pulled, you know, I believe I said something to you guys about record requesting credit card statements. So anybody that works for the town, if they have a credit card, generally what you can do is you can request the statements for those, because those are public record. The only thing that they would have to redact would be their address and stuff off of there. But any charges that are made on there, you would be able to see the charges. So if, for the sake of argument, they're using those credit cards for dubious means, shall we say, you'll find it there. I mean, and that's another issue. You know what I mean? Because, again, these are things that, you know, people don't think about until it's too late. And, you know, and I'll be honest with you, I've seen other people do this where they've gone in and they've found that actually recently in New Hampshire, there was a sheriff in New Hampshire who was literally taking his girlfriend trips down to Florida, telling the town council that he was going for training sessions. I don't know if sex in the hotel is a training session, but hey, who am I to judge?
Well, I mean, you had Tyra with the whole needing a new battery in her car for that. I mean, we've had incidences like that here where she's taking trips up to Colorado Springs to get a new battery.
Yeah, have the cable laid.
Again, these are the things that I'm talking about, though. You know what I mean? And those are the things that they're big no-nos. You're not supposed to be doing that. You know,
right?
That's why they give you the credit cards to spend on items for the town and the townspeople, not for yourself. You know,
stop.
And that's.
Not you, John. I'm sorry. I'm talking to Good Citizen. He keeps messing with the comments. I'm trying to do comments. He's doing comments. But it is. Bank statements are a really big thing to get, and if we could get them, that would be awesome.
Hey, give a shout out to our man Civic Duty, Josh.
Civic Duty, what's up?
Hey, John, you said something that I was unaware of that I'm going to start pushing on tomorrow. I've looked over the budget, but it didn't hit until you said it. We've paid for these audits for years now that haven't been done.
Yeah, I mean,
And I should have caught that, and I didn't. So I thank you for bringing that up.
well, actually, I think Good Citizen or you people brought it up, but
It's all right. It's okay. You know what, John? It's all right. I've gotten quite used to being overlooked over here, and it's cool. It's all right.
Oh, you people! Hey, Vern, back off of them. But yeah, you know.
Shit. It's crazy, man. It is. I mean, Vern keeps finding new stuff because of me and Good Citizen. Me and Good Citizen both point out stuff to him all the time. Like, did you notice this? No, I didn't notice that. Come on, Vern.
You know, it's funny. It's funny you should say that because we were talking about the water bubbler and all that stuff over there. And if you look at the paperwork you have, there is actually, I think there is money that was supposed to be allocated to make sure that area was maintained. So if it's not open to the public, where'd that money go?
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Vern paid for the battery, that he says.
Well, it wasn't AA, so I guess. Damn it. Oh my God.
No, the Mercantile doesn't have those type of batteries. She needed to go all the way up to Colorado Springs for a battery.
Needed a good card.
I don't know, guys. I mean, at the end of the day, even with the numbers that you gave me, I mean, realistically, they're garbage. They're not even worth the paper they're printed on, really, because you don't know if they're true numbers. You don't know if they're the actual numbers, because again, from 2018 to now, she could have just slapped numbers down on a piece of paper. She could be using numbers from 2017.
Yeah, you would assume that's what's done looking at them, right? Like when you read through that, and it's on the website, guys. It's on the Aguilar website. When you read through it, there's both years on there, and the years don't match up between the two different PDFs that they have. And so, I mean, it makes you actually think that they're going the wrong way, not the right way. And then when you look at the whole audit thing, that's over $4,000 that's missing somewhere, just in those 3 years right there.
Well, not only that, but I mean, if you look at it too, and the $66,000 loan that I pointed out, where'd that money go? Because it didn't go to fixing any water tank. You know what I mean? Because
I'm wondering what kind of professional consulting they're going with, because they're paying almost $3,000 for that apparently, and then their gas. Holy crap! What do they do? What do they do for gas? That's the gas is Adam. Is that what I'm seeing here? The $108,750 for gas.
No, the professional consulting.
Manage this. Let's manage this. That's how you roll. That's how you get down. Yeah, that's how.
That's funny. I'm telling you, man. Like,
it's insane. I mean, again, this is what you're dealing with, guys, and until somebody actually gets actual numbers, actual figures, you guys aren't gonna know jack.
No,
and that's kind of.
And then they get all mad because we have to speculate. Well, we're speculating off of what they put on the website. So, I mean, these are the facts that they are giving the people. If these are not the facts that they want out, then they need to put the real numbers up.
I don't think. I got to be honest with you. I don't think they can.
I don't think they can either, John. I think they're stuck deep in a hole, and Tyra doesn't know what to do anymore because I think they've gotten away with it for so many years, and at this point, they've got at least half the town up their ass, like going, what the fuck? Like, what's going on with our money?
She's fired.
Yeah,
she's fired. She's fired. Right?
We would hope.
I don't know.
We would hope. But I still haven't heard anything on that marshal position. Well, I kind of did. I kind of heard something on that marshal position. What about that marshal position that I applied for? Is somebody else getting that?
Yeah, I applied.
No, seriously, I did a verbal, application pretty much. I told Tyra that I'd like to apply for the marshal position. If she needs a background check, I have it. I had one done here recently, so I can just email that over to her really quick. I mean, it's not doctored or anything like some of the documents I get, but just saying, like, and then when I sent her the clip saying, hey, I'd like the marshal position, she unfriended me and blocked me from Facebook. Is that a good thing?
Let me ask you this. Was it a city website?
Well, I didn't put it on the city website. I did put it on everybody's Facebook that I wanted to make sure that she saw it somewhere that I was applying for the marshal position, because she doesn't reply to my emails anymore.
The comments got took down, right?
Yeah.
And if your comments, people, they're like, yeah, we need da 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 da. There was a bunch of comments on there, and then they just disappeared.
They can't do that. That's illegal.
No, they did
illegal. They can't. And I would send a cease and desist letter to the lawyer, telling him that if the comments aren't re-added to the Facebook page, that you will go forward with legal procedures. Because any town or municipality that has a Facebook page, Google review the Google pages and stuff, if they delete your comments, right, it's a violation of the First Amendment. You have the right to redress your grievances with your government. And if they turn around and they restrict you from saying something bad about them on their government site, they can't do it. It's as simple as that.
They can't. But I recently checked the Facebook, and I do believe the comments are back up. The one comment that I made that I couldn't find that I know was taken down is back up. So maybe the lawyer did school them and they put the comments back up. I don't know if they put them all back up, but I found a few of them that went missing. So who knows? Maybe the lawyer schooled them on it, but they were doing it.
I just want to make this disclaimer. I am not a lawyer. What I'm saying to you people and anybody else that hears my voice, I am not a lawyer. This is just advice. This is from personal experience, that things that I've dealt with in the past, that anytime that you put something on a social page that belongs to a government entity,
right, John?
then they have no right to pull it.
Right.
That's right.
That's all. But we're just saying.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't know why they would even allow that.
I don't.
You know how it goes.
We have come across so much stuff that we couldn't even imagine that they allow.
She means Colin.
Oh, Colin. That's right. I heard something like Colin was supposed to get the job that used to have the job.
Bringing Colin back, wasn't that? Oh, never mind.
That kind of poses a question. They hired that kid last week, right, to work for. To be honest with you, I'm not sure what he's doing for work, whether he's plumber or what he's doing, but they hired that kid without his driver's license, right? So
right.
They're driving him around. So who's paying to drive him around?
Hey, let me bring something up on Colin. This is a marshal that we used to have, and the reason he left is he was under investigation for burning this man's house down, who died in the fire, and his guns came up missing. It was he was under investigation, Mark Piano and Robbie Campbell, the three of them, for this guy's death, and they want to bring this man back.
Yeah, that's the type of guy that they want to bring back. They won't hire a guy like me who they know will stand up for the citizens' rights and
like me as
protect
mayor,
the citizen.
there.
Well, hell, man, I mean, we tried to get you there before. Maybe we can get you there now. I mean,
were so close.
we were.
Over.
Yeah, paid for by Vern.
We were so close.
Hey, I'll work out the bribery thing before I even get there. Yeah, get me there and I'll give you the job.
Right, John Tracy? But you know what's in there, right? What's in that little garage of that Marshall station there is like an old antique fire truck.
Oh yeah.
And the light bars for all the cop cars that they had. They got like 5 light bars in there, and all types of stuff in there.
That truck still has emergency lights on it, guys. That vehicle Adam was driving, now they're all driving it around. It does still have the emergency lights on it. I'll post a video about it in the short form probably in the next day or two.
That kind of brings me back to the budget thing for a second. There was an item in there for you guys don't have law enforcement in the town anymore, right? You just have the sheriffs that come in, right?
Yeah,
and we pay them.
Yep, and
yeah,
they
right.
pay them $90 an hour, Vern.
So,
$90 an hour, John.
Yeah, but here's my question: if you look at the paperwork, right? It says law enforcement maintenance, vehicle maintenance.
Yeah,
so
because
if you don't have.
Yeah, because they had a Marshall vehicle, right? It was the black SUV that Adam was driving around, and it had beacons and stuff on it. What?
No, that ain't it. We actually pay per hour, plus we pay a whole nother separate budget yearly for the fleet maintenance of the sheriff department's vehicles.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
What I'm talking about is us actually paying fleet maintenance for the deputies that come this way. We pay that on top of the $90 an hour per deputy. So when Tyler called the cops on me for that chalk the other day, that's $90 an hour times 2 plus vehicle maintenance fees wasted on that call for her to learn the First Amendment.
Now hold on a second. So not that I didn't know this. I'm just acting like I didn't know it. So you've got this bullshit going on. Now you would think, would they have like the officers in the Marshall station? Why not give them the little marshal's office so at least 2 officers come in and be in Aguilar like they're supposed to in the contract, 8 hours a day, being there patrolling. I mean, that's where you would get your money's worth out of that, right?
Come up, Gail, come up. Everybody tell Gail, come up.
Gail, come up.
Put a 1 in the chat if you want Gail to come up, guys.
That kind of would kind of raise another issue, though, you people,
Yeah,
because then you would have to hire a mechanic to make sure that the vehicles were operational and functional. So then you would have to pay him in order to maintain the vehicles that are there. Now, granted, I mean, it would probably be more cost effective because you probably wouldn't have to. You wouldn't have to have it shipped off somewhere else to do oil changes and basic BS to them. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what JP is. That's what JP is for, and this person.
Daylight come and you want go home. Work all night on a drink of rum.
She's up all night doing oil changes and shit, man. Like, you wouldn't believe her paycheck. I swear, man.
Yeah. So the white one, or the silver one, Gail, there were tires for that. Remember, we just allotted all that money for 5 new tires. That's why you haven't seen that one for a while. Getting some new Skinners.
Pepperoni audits.
Walmart.
Good to see you.
Good tires from Walmart on there.
Yeah, what they did out here is what they used to do, and they still do it, I think. It's been a while since I've been out there and dealing with the different areas that I had to deal with, but they used to put serial numbers on the police vehicle tires, so that if somebody tried to take the tires and put them on their personal car, they would know it. They'd know because the tires had serial numbers. So if you took them, you were screwed.
I had a pair a long time ago on it was like a Buick Bonneville or something. Dude, them son of a bitches would stick to the road like you wouldn't even believe.
Yeah, but what happens when you buy a police unit at an auction?
So generally what they'll do is they'll switch those tires over to regular tires. They'll put like a $50. Yeah, they'll slap like a $50 set of tires on them. You know what I mean? $50 a piece tire.
Yeah.
Strip the decals and yeah, you know.
Yeah, actually, it's funny you should say that because you remember the Blues Brothers movie, the cop car that they were driving around in. That actually was an old Indiana, I think, or one of them. I can't remember if it was Indiana or Chicago, but that was actually one of the.
Yeah, they used multiple cars in that movie, man. There was a lot used in that movie too. Yep.
Yeah, and one of the cars that was used in there was actually belonged to a guy who bought it at auction, and they sold it to him, and the cop that sold it to him, they didn't strip it down. It had all the markings still on there, and he actually got stopped in the vehicle, and they tried to get him for impersonating an officer, and he literally had the bill of sale from the cop that sold him the car.
Yeah, that's happened a few times. Gail, great to see you.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, Gail.
So we do have a Marshall vehicle still. They've got it in hiding somewhere and all locked up.
Yeah, it's in the shop. It's in the shop.
It's safe.
It's safe.
Hey, is that fire truck in there still?
Yes, the antique one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
fire truck is still in there. Yep. We just peeked in on that through the broken window of the marshal's office. That's been broken for like the last 6 months, to my knowledge. So you've got all that weather going up in there, hitting that antique fire truck. Yeah, man, like it's safe. Yeah. It's safe. Don't worry about it.
They don't have a $5,000 maintenance bill to fix that window.
They have tape and plastic. That's all you need.
They don't even put the tape and plastic up there, John. Like they didn't even clear out the broken glass.
About the way that
In fact, hold on. Let me go through my phone here really quick and make sure and see if I have the clip. If I have the clip, I'll post it up, but I'm not sure if I still have it or not. But I know I got a report with it in there. All that broken ass glass and everything back there. The fucking eaves all rotted out and shit. Yeah, it's in rough shape.
town pride.
Yep.
That's that pride. Yep. Yep.
The front of the building hasn't been painted in 20 years.
Yeah, 20 years ago. That was a 20-year paint job right there. 20-some year. Just like the coal cart, been there 50 years, and now all of a sudden it's fucking rotted out and in shit shape, you know? Yep. Town pride.
I don't have it anymore. I don't know what happened to it. I think I might have accidentally deleted it.
Would sure help.
Let me see if I can find it on Good Citizens page, because I know he had it up there. But yeah, I mean, we don't even need the tape because I know it's out there, man. I mean, hell, like Vern could go take a picture of it right now and send it to me. I mean, for real, it's no joke. They don't care. They just don't. And I don't know how many times we have to say it. Like, if your administration doesn't even care about their own buildings that they work in, they don't give a shit about the town, period. They're out there for themselves. I mean, where is all this money going? You heard John, list off all the different expenses that they have all for themselves. Like, where is all that money going? Because really, we're not seeing anything. We're not seeing any maintenance being done on that town hall building there.
Definitely no fucking training or uniforms.
Right? Where are the
No
uniforms?
$1,000 audits.
Are the uniforms the vests that they gave JP? Are those the uniforms?
I guess. I guess.
Dude, you
saying,
can buy them at Working Gear for like $20, 20 or $30 a piece. Those vests. So you're gonna tell me that you spent $250 for 2 vests, 3 vests? You're out of your mind.
Right.
That's insane. Anybody that's got a brain in their head is gonna understand where we're coming from, and they're gonna know that there's no way that they're spending this kind of money for stuff. I mean, realistically, how many of you have seen any of this? They're not wearing work uniforms.
I was working here for many years. I asked him if he ever had a uniform, and he told me they've never, ever had a uniform the whole time he was here. I don't know if I can get him up here on panel or not. Possibly, he might come up here on panel. I'll see what I can do with that, because he was maintenance gas and water certified for many years, long time. And right about the time we got here, they fired him. So, but he can testify to those years that are stated there. He didn't have no uniform, so it wasn't for the maintenance end. Are we paying for Stephanie's "my favorite color is wine" shirt?
Well, here's my question. You just said this guy was certified in gas and water, right? So that kind of poses the question, and I'm not trying to dig into his personal info, but how much money was he making a year before he got canned, and how much money was budgeted for the next person, and how much did they actually get paid?
We don't have
a next person really
right now. Right now, we're subbing from the town above us, north of us. We're subcontracting their water certificate. I think we budgeted like $800 a month and $80 an hour or something like that. So it's
So that kind of makes you wonder what. That kind of makes you wonder: was he making that? Was he making more than that? Was he making less than that? I mean,
I would say less than that, because I think he was getting $16 or $17 an hour.
Well, that kind of makes me question: why would you go and why would you fire a guy that's making less money than the guys that are bringing this stuff in at $80 an hour or whatever the hell?
Vern can tell you about that.
Oh God,
Vern, where'd you go?
I'm here.
Hey, Vern.
He wants to know why would they fire Derek so they could end up having to hire this Walsenberg guy.
Firing Derek? Man, that's a story all by itself. Hey, Derek and Virgil were two of the best people we could have had here. They worked for damn near nothing. They should have been paid like $26 an hour. And whenever I tried getting raises for them, that's whenever shit went bad. Anyway, since they've been gone, there's been nothing good that's happened with any of the maintenance. Well, you guys know that, nothing's being done and hasn't been being done. They would hire contractors. They hired Roger to paint the town hall. They paid him, bought the paint, and somebody stole the paint. So you can't make this shit up, man. It just...
It never occurred to anybody to look for the guy with the newly painted house, right?
Well, you know what? But they could just take it back to the store and return it for cash.
That is true, or at least to store credit.
Yeah, something that they could use for themselves. This place is so corrupt and so out in the open.
I just wanted to say something about this clip here as we're walking up and we're staring at these crumbling stairs here. Good citizen, did you notice that somebody took the welcome rock away from the flower pot?
You're not welcome there. Everybody keep the doors locked. Even the fucking news guy had to beat on the door and wait for him to come answer.
Hey, they locked the door while I was walking up the steps.
I think you should put a welcome mat right there. Unbelievable. Well,
John, this seriously happened. Me and TJ was, me and Good Citizen was out there the other day, and when the reporter got there, just before that, I walked up to try to go in to do an audit, and they locked the door. They unlocked it for the reporter to go in, and when they did is whenever me and Good Citizen walked in.
You people play your clip of the town hall. You people enhance the audio a little bit.
All right, I'll be right back.
When she called the cop.
See, that's another issue.
Yeah.
That kind of raises another issue. Who authorized anybody to close that town hall? If the operating hours are between, say, 8:30 and 4:30, and you're shutting down, who authorized you to shut that building down? What gives you the authority? Yeah,
Tyra.
But what gives her what gives her the authority?
She's the administrator. She can do what she wants.
Whatever she wants.
She can stop commerce if she doesn't like some sidewalk chalk.
No problem. Yeah. Because this was 8:30. They were already supposed to be open at 8. See that little bit of chalk there? There's nothing even vulgar. I didn't even use the word fuck or nothing. I was really pretty nice about it. It says Tyra the Tyrant right there. You know, I was pretty nice about it. Fix me with the steps, freedom.
I noticed the two sheriffs were there.
Well, she called the cops in because of all the sidewalk chalk, and she refused to open. None of the girls even would go inside and start the day until the sheriff showed up.
Right.
Because she was trying to get them for destruction of property because she thought that was a part of town hall property and it's a public sidewalk, and still it's sidewalk chalk. It's nothing permanent.
It wouldn't have mattered even if it was part of the town hall, because it's still public property.
Well, right, and it's not permanent. It doesn't stay.
Nice public building, do you? How you doing, Kentoria?
Is that loud as it goes, you people?
Yeah, I think so. Hold on. Yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, so basically he's just sitting there telling her flat out that, you're not going to get me in trouble with him. Nope, not happening, and we're not going this route.
So the two,
right? Because 16-3-311, I can record them, and he knows this. He knows this.
So the two ladies that are walking in, the woman in the black shirt and the woman that walked in front of her, are they both town hall employees?
Right, that's Stephanie and Sarah. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah. So that's basically it. Cop goes in there and educates Tyra that, we have the right to record in there. She is a part of government, and we have the right to record. We have the right to protest. We have the right to write on the sidewalk that we're not happy with the administration. Just because her name is Tyra and tyrant is almost spelled the same, that's just coincidence. You can't spell Tyra without tyrant. Tyrant without tyrant. Right? She was born for it.
I seem to notice a few coincidences going on around the town too. But that's a story for another day.
Right?
But yeah, I mean, this is just like I said before. I feel for you guys. I think that unfortunately, until the state comes in and puts a whole team of auditors in there to do a forensic accounting of the town, you're not going to get anything straight. You
No.
just won't. I don't think
John,
so.
I just put a CRS in the chat there for everybody to look up for themselves. It's always best to do your own research, guys. So that's a CRS, Colorado state law already. Here's what it says. Colorado law defines official misconduct as a public servant abusing his or her power or breaking a law or regulation in order to obtain a personal benefit or to harm another person. Okay, so it's a pretty decent start, right? Multiple of them are guilty of that.
I'm pretty sure they've got I mean, come on, look, they threw rocks. We got the mayor who literally threw rocks at us. Like, come on, man. Like you got people, you got them out there trying to silence the people. You've got people. What?
Robert's got a good question here, man. Can you answer that for him? One of you guys, can you answer that for him? The cop tried to answer it, but I don't know if she heard.
What about her rights? She's got rights once she's done work. I mean, she's got a certain amount
from 8 to 4:30.
Well, I mean, come on.
I wonder if she realizes, like, we can protest in front of her house. Like, she don't understand. The mayor, how's he gonna like it when we protest in front of his house? It's protected.
Well, see, and that's the thing. When you sign up for public servant, you sign up for all that, and that's just the nature of the beast. And you're right. You're 100% right that you could protest as long as you're on the public sidewalk. There's nothing they can do as long as you're not blocking the sidewalk. You're not hindering somebody from walking down the sidewalk. You can sit out there all goddamn day.
Maybe he'll throw rocks at us all.
Maybe, but I think there's a big misconception here, and I've got an exclusive video that I have not even released yet. So Tyra is about as clueless on the First Amendment as this person is. Oh, hold on. I gotta share the tab instead. Babal. And this one.
Some people are clueless.
Hi, how are you? Good. Just taking a little tour around. Saw the building. I thought it was a nice building. Figured I'd take a look at the lobby. You cool? You're not sure? No, I
Nice
just
camera
moved
by
here,
the door.
So getting to know the area, getting to know the different
Facial recognition.
government buildings and all.
So where do you move here from?
Phoenix.
Oh, so what brought you here?
The weather.
Really?
Yeah, can't beat this weather. I mean, it beat 120 degrees for 3 months straight. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so the only difference with like this building and say where our other building is for law enforcement.
Right.
So it tends to get a little sticky when people want to come in and take pictures and that type of thing.
Well, it's still a public lobby, is it not?
Well, true, but I mean, if I wasn't comfortable with, or if somebody on the cameras is watching, we have cameras obviously all over.
Right.
Then, it would be.
Oh, well. Unfortunately, this is a public service, yes? Is this a business or is this a public service?
What's different in your eyes?
Well, the difference would be is a private business has the right to tell me to leave out of their building if I'm recording, whereas a public service does not have that right as long as it's public areas. So.
But I definitely don't want to be on your camera, so that's my right.
Well, that's your right. Those are your feelings.
Yeah.
But you still serve the public, correct?
Well, you know what? I'm gonna let you take your pictures. If I feel like it's too much, then I'll get a deputy here to speak with you about it. Okay?
Okay.
All right. You go ahead. Do what you gotta do.
Thank you. Greatly appreciate that.
I like the permission. But I also like the fact that they have
So no plaques, no No, nothing to tell anybody like about the department or the history of the department.
You can go on our website for that. Yeah, and that'd be the Pueblo County Sheriff's Office.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you.
Yes, have a good day.
You too.
So quite confused on the whole public areas and public aspects and public service. I think it's a big misconception. I mean, if they're law enforcement or if they're a town hall, they're different from government. Yeah.
I don't know. They got the right. You know, you heard her. She got it right.
I can't even begin. Jesus Christ.
John, you like that? You like that? I was so nice about it too. I was so nice about it too.
Listen, far be it for me to critique anybody, because I'm probably the worst when it comes to stuff like this, okay? And I've only been out a couple times recording, okay? But for me, I would have waited for the deputy. And the only reason why I would have waited for the deputy is to make the deputy educate her, to tell her your rights don't apply right now. You're working on the clock.
You know, John. John, if I was there for like a records, I mean, this was just like a spur of the moment. I was in the neighborhood, but it's not like I just left. There's more to that video. I mean, I took a nice walk around. I went through the parking lot and took pictures of all the license plates and everything. I mean, I did a nice little walk around on that place, and no officer came out. So I'm almost confident because no officer came out, there was somebody that knew better there.
I got to be honest with you.
Go check the news. You'll see Pueblo had to pay First Amendment strike team $6,000 a minute for illegal detainment. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that. That was the dummy that hooked him up and fucked up his wrist. I remember that.
Yeah.
But
and
you know,
David
and the other
come in and spank that ass.
Yeah, and I gotta be honest with you. I have a feeling that she knew what she was saying was bullshit. She just was trying to intimidate you into leaving by saying she was going to get the deputy.
Right.
You know.
Right. Well, that's when I laughed at her and told her to do it, and she gave me this fucked up look like, and at that point, I knew she wasn't going to do it. And there was nothing in the lobby to really hold me there. I mean, like I said, John, like in the video I was like, no plaques, nothing to talk about the department. I mean, even the FBI, after you have the glove go up your ass and they strip you of everything before you go into the lobby to talk to an agent, they have stuff. They have plaques. They have little displays that people can look at and learn about the FBI or that department. Like, I mean, if you look at the aerial view of the FBI building in Phoenix, they literally have made a rock formation that looks like a fingerprint from up above. Like, this is the type of detail that I'm used to in police departments. I'm not used to walking into a lobby and seeing absolutely nothing except for one screen that's got some information on it and 2 bathrooms. Like, there's only so much I could film there unless I was there for something, you know? So,
no, I hear you.
Yeah, like I don't like to be one of those people that like lingers there for no fucking reason just to get a reaction. Like, I don't want to be one of those people. Like, if she would have just said flat out that she was calling a deputy, I would have been like, okay, well then I'm staying. But she gave the vague threat, and I was like, all right, I'll do my little lap because there's nothing here, and then I'll do a lap around the building. So,
well, you did the lap, but you also called the bluff.
Yeah. So
just go to the website, John Tracy. That's where they keep their plaques.
Well, listen, gentlemen, I would like to hang out with you guys a little longer, but I actually got to be somewhere right now.
All right,
so
John.
Unfortunately, I got to get going.
We appreciate you, John. We appreciate all your info and all your insight on this, my man. We greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Listen, again, I think that for the townspeople of Aguilar. I think that you have a beautiful town. Again, the sunrise that I saw this morning was amazing, and it should be that way for everybody. They should be able to look out the window. They should be able to drink water from their faucet, not have to get it from the store and have to keep shelling out money. That, I mean, some people can't afford to do that. You know what I mean? They should be able to bathe in the water that they're supposed to be paying for. And until they stand up and everybody says we've had enough of this shit, that's what you need.
Right.
I think everybody needs to come together because, again, these people work for you, not you working for them. And that's where these people are fucked up in the head, because they think because they have the title that goes next to their name that they're better than you, and they're not. And that's what people need to get past, is that title. That title means jack shit.
Yeah, that just means you got more accountability. That's all that means.
Exactly.
You just added a few more links to your chains. That's all you did.
Yeah, it's like being married twice.
Right?
You know?
Right, John?
So, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for having me up. I appreciate it. You guys take care. And you know, when I finish going through the rest of these papers, I'll give you a yell.
All righty, my man. Well, you have a wonderful evening.
All right, guys. Take care.
You too.
All right, bye.
And with that, we're gonna go to a sponsor here. Here we go.
When do you crave refreshing iced tea? Twisted Tea wants to know.
Come on, get it. Talking smack and getting a taste of the good stuff. Don't get it twisted.
Ooh. Yeah, you got yours, buddy.
Twisted Tea, the refreshing hard iced tea that tastes like real iced tea.
You must be Jack.
How do you do, Mr. Britton?
No. Call me Pete. Come on in. Honey, Jack's here.
I'll be down in a sec.
She'll be down in a sec. So Jack, the infamous Jack, we finally meet. How awesome is that?
Pretty great.
Right. So, do you want a Dick and cider? What? I said, how about a Dick and cider? Jack, it's no big deal. You act like you've never had a Dick and cider before.
Jack.
Honey, apparently Jack here has never had a Dick and cider. You remember your first, don't you, sweetie?
Yeah, it's good.
So good. Let's give him one.
Okay, but can we make it quick?
Absolutely. Lucky boy, Jack. You're going to get your first one tonight. All right! You can't blame a guy for getting excited about a Dick and cider.
Hey, Sam. Great to see you. Came
you.
in on the commercials, man. Came in on the commercials. That was a good switcheroo. We went from John to Sam.
That quick. We got the Bostonians.
That's it. One Bostonian to a next.
Right?
Yeah.
So how you doing, Sam? How's your day been going?
It's been going good, man. I just got back from Colorado Springs, and I didn't realize he sent me a link while I was driving until I walked in the house and ate my dinner and saw the link. So I'm glad you guys are still going.
Hey, perfect timing, man. Like, we were sitting here talking with John Denicola. We were trying to get you both up there together because you're both from Boston and everything. So, we figured you guys would have a lot to talk about. But it was a good transition, man. Good timing. John dropped off. You jump on. I mean, you've got a whole different... Right? You got a whole different aspect on this whole Aguilar thing, man. And, I love it. I wasn't here for the last show. But I watched the last show with you on it, and I was greatly impressed with the amount that you went into everything. So I'm really impressed with what you've done. compared to, you know, some of the
And-
stuff that we've done, you know?
Oh man, thank you. I mean, I'm just thankful for everybody that's getting involved, and I was telling Vernon today, I just can't sit back knowing what's going on and not say nothing. I got a big mouth, and I'm going to use it, man.
Right? I mean, and that's what we need. I mean, even the people there that are just sitting there questioning it, you know, should I speak up? Should I speak up? Now you're seeing more and more people coming out and saying what they know and bringing out the information that they have on the administration and what's been going on. And, you know, it's stuff that we wouldn't have found out unless you brought it forth. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some stuff that we wouldn't have come across. So I greatly appreciate you speaking up and bringing out your information, because it, you know, it just collaborates what we've been saying for the past year. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So.
And you guys are welcome, and it's not over, guys and ladies. You know, this is, Vern said it the other night, it's a very small step, but hopefully as it moves forward, more people will get involved, man.
If you can, Sam, give us a recap of what you see happening. What you know, give us a recap, if you will.
All right. So, you know, right now what I see happening is, obviously with the media getting involved on the newspaper, and it was on, some things were on the radio yesterday. I didn't catch them. I didn't know they were going to be on the radio, but I had a few people tell me that they were talking about the audits on the radio, and it's not done with the audits, obviously. As of yesterday, we made another push for the office of the state auditor to take the next step. There's only one, they only have two options. And option one was take the tax dollars from the people, right? And I don't know if that's a good thing, depending on if we find out that there's something going on where people's misplacing some money. So maybe they don't need that 115 grand in the town, but it really belongs to the people. And we're going to find out. And so they only have two steps. So that's step number one, take the money. And I've been pushing. People need to keep pushing, and maybe we need to go up there and protest. But I will get pushed to step two if they don't. Well, like the mayor said, if the auditor does his job, it won't be the town dragging their feet, right? So that means it's going to get done very soon. So we're going to see about that. We're going to see about that, you know.
What do you got going on Tuesday? Because speaking of protest, we're going to do a little barbecue in the park Tuesday from 11 to 6.
So I am going to be down there Tuesday. I don't know if I'll stay the whole day, but I will definitely be down there probably at the start. And we just need to, I just shared it on my page. We just need to get more people involved and come down and talk and just listen.
For you guys that don't know, he's kind of
Tonight,
famous.
taxpayers in a small Los Animas County town are protesting, calling for accountability from their government. 13 Investigates is uncovering new information revealing the town of Aguilar's property tax revenue is being held by the state. It's because the small town is years behind on turning in financial audits. Investigative reporter Quinn Ritzdorf is pressing the town leaders for answers tonight.
$115,000. That's how much tax revenue is being withheld from the town of Aguilar. The state auditor placed a hold on the money because the town hasn't submitted a financial audit since 2018. Residents of Aguilar want transparency.
Accountability is not just for the taxpayer. It's for the elected officials that work for us taxpayers, period.
Every year, Colorado municipalities are supposed to submit an audit to the state, but the town of Aguilar hasn't turned one in since 2018.
Here we are in 2023, and we still have no audits completed since 2018, and nobody knows where the money's being spent and where the money is going.
Because of the delays, the state auditor placed a hold on the town's property tax revenue in October 2020. After nearly 3 years, that revenue, which the town can't touch, totals $115,000. And residents are upset their tax money is just sitting there.
This state has a law that mandates every town has to do an audit required by law once a year. How they can get away with this many years to the point of having their tax dollars withheld from our community, something is going on.
The town mayor, Donald Gonzalez, says the COVID-19 pandemic made it hard to find auditors to do the work.
Had an auditor that had quit on us. From there, it went to a different auditor. He couldn't get the numbers straightened out and everything, and then COVID hit. So from there, I was trying to get an auditor to get everything done.
According to emails between residents and the Office of the State Auditor, the town of Aguilar is working to complete the audits. But the emails show the process started back in March. With still nothing completed, residents are beginning to question the town's finances.
Where there's smoke, there's fire. Period. And I would love the administration to tell me I'm wrong. To tell the community we're wrong. Show us where the money's going. Show us why the audits are taking so long.
13 Investigates asked the mayor if there are any financial concerns with the town. He says there aren't. He says that they have an auditor and are working to complete the delinquent audits. Once those are done, the withheld tax revenue will be released back to the town. Reporting in Aguilar, Quinn Ritzdorf, 13 Investigates.
Wow. So, kind of famous.
No financial issues, guys and ladies.
None.
None.
So you missed the earlier show, but what we were doing is John's been poking through the budget. You people had it pulled up. I don't know if he does still, but thing is, on the website they list 21 and 22 on there, which show 3 years in the columns, right? So
Gotcha.
if you look, even just what they post up, nothing matches. Okay, and the thing that you're going to be interested in is go to the audit, you people. Just go right down there at the bottom. You can see where it says audit.
Let me look.
Go to the top now. So we paid $1,000.
Oh, I
then
see
we
it.
paid $1875 for audits that never happened, bro.
Wow.
This is on the town's website. All this
I
is
don't know why I'm
available on the
saying
town's
wow, man.
website.
I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked. There's a lot of other numbers in there that are interesting too, I'm sure.
Yes, tons. How about uniforms? How about training?
I saw that. I saw the training. I did see that.
And it's different on each year. When you look, okay, so for 2020 here, you got $129. If you people goes to the other budget and pulls it up for the 2020 year, employee training will be completely different. The numbers ain't going to match. Guarantee you. It will not say 129 for employee training.
Hold on, let me bring up the other one in a different tab and I can switch it back and forth. Just give me 1 second.
Yeah, mine crashed. Otherwise, I would have. But
Well, you know, at least he was. I will say this: the mayor was honest when he said the first guy quit back in 2018, and the second guy couldn't get the numbers right or something. Well, anytime you can't get the numbers right or something, it's not because of the auditor.
Well, I'm wondering why the auditor quit to begin with. Like that's my question
Yep.
is why would the auditor
Yes.
quit?
I said that to my wife. You're
look
on
at
it,
these
man.
two different tabs that show the budgets. I have no doubt why they quit. Let's just analyze 2020 because we have access to that from both sides.
Hold on a second, because I've got the other one. I got the other one brought up, and at the very top, I didn't even notice it before. But I'm gonna bring it over here here. I'll bring it over right now. Bow. So if up here, this is the 2022 budget on the website, and if you look at the very first thing, what do you see?
Animal control. No.
Really? Animal control? Because I do believe I've been attacked by 2 dogs.
Yeah. Well, they said that they got animal licenses that they actually paid for. It shows down below in license and permits.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, when did they get those? Because, you know, there is no animal control. That's one of the things that the citizens are bitching about is all the dogs that are let loose. Tyra's dog. Tyra's dog likes to chase cars down the road at night. Likes to jump on people's vehicles and scratch them up, and be vicious. I mean, if it was me and if I had a gun, I mean, and I was really worried about that dog jumping into my window, what do you think would happen, Sam? Where's animal control? Because that's the second dog that came barking at me in the middle of the night.
The first column on the far left is 2020. So let's go down to training for 2020. Let's see, because this is the same. Should be the same for 2020 for training.
Well, and I'm noticing that there's a whole bunch in this one that wasn't in the last one. But they still label it. They still label it 2020 and 2021. So like you didn't see any of the DOLA or the CDOR or the LAC or anything like that in the last budget, the 2021 budget. But they've got it listed here. Lawn, blah blah blah, telephone, employee training. Employee training was 1,000.
Oh, so now it's 1,000, not $139.
Well, hold on. Let's look at those numbers. So we're switching back and forth. $129, 500.
2020 actual. It says actual. Remember, actual 2020, because this is past tense. This was their actual.
129.
Right.
And when you look at 2022's budget, what it shows for 2020 is 1,000. Big discrepancy.
Listen, guys and ladies and whoever's listening, that's why everybody needs to consider doing something with the state auditor. Man, because numbers don't lie, dude. I've had an audit. They'll rip the place apart. They don't care. They will destroy that place and pull everything out from every crack, and they better produce what they asked for.
I posted a video of Tyra's office, and it looks like they already rated it. There's fucking paper strewn across the fucking floor and shit, dude. I am not kidding you, man. Fucking 4-foot stacks, fucking 6 file cabinets. Like, come on, man.
Well, a couple other things. You people had asked about other things going on here, and I just want to sidetrack a little bit. Obviously, the water, and to me, telling us we're going to have the water fixed and there's money for the water and the DOLA and the grants. Hey, man, until it happens, it's just words, right?
Right.
So there's stuff there yep, go ahead.
But it's coming from a different person. It's not coming from Tyra. It's coming from a person that's not even really involved with the town. Right. And he stepped up to try and help get the water situation fixed. Yep. And when we looked into him, he is reputable. Like, he is trying to take care of the water, and we would like to see it done because by his plan, you guys should have at least one new reservoir within 6 months, and it be filled, and you guys be working off of that. I mean, he is working on it.
Yeah, I think he's doing good, and he's very transparent. He said anybody can reach out to him, Ken Torres, and he'll tell you everything he can to bring you up to speed. So I mean, I don't see them pushing him around.
No.
And we actually, you don't even know about this, Sam, but me and Vernon spoke to the state health inspector, right, Vernon?
Yeah, we did.
Was it Frank?
No, it was a lady.
Okay. Monique, maybe?
Yeah, it could have been.
Tell me what
yeah.
She wanted to put them in and corral them a year ago, but go ahead.
Well, she said her being there was a good thing, that it's showing that there's some things going on. And we do know that the water is improving, and thank you, Ken Torres, because it's
Yes.
definitely not any of our leaders.
No. And I think he's just the few times I've met him, I'm impressed with him too. I was so glad that the town actually, decided to talk to him.
Yeah.
And they look like they were going to just play it off, but we're too far into
did.
this.
No, it did. When he came in the first time he came before the council and the mayor, it just seemed like they did kind of like, yeah, we'll get in touch if we're interested. And so obviously,
yeah, but then you never heard anything after that. All of a sudden, he was handling things, and that was one of the things that me and Good Citizen brought up. Is when did he get brought in? Because this wasn't during a public meeting when he got brought in. Like, we didn't even know about it. But like, here he is. Hold on. I got him right here. Hold on.
Somebody that had a license and CDOT numbers on the trucks, a real company to bring the water in. How come they didn't hire him the day before? Why were they doing it in the middle of the night? Just like the first time, they thought they were going to get caught. It doesn't make sense. So
Are you the one here to fix the water? Like I said, well, not fix the water, to help the town with their water. And just to let you guys know, I don't know the politics here, right? But you've seen the politics. but let me tell you something. I'm working with this board. We got this the pond reservoir ready to move out to bid. And the funding that's there is secured.
You said the board. Does the board consist of these two also?
I work with the entire board. I don't know. So I email.
Did you see the pause? I worked with the entire board. I don't know, because he was asking about this man right here and the woman on the side, if he was working with them, because technically they have no say. Tyra, Donald, Mark, they took the power away from the board on this water issue when we first rolled in.
Yeah,
ask Vern.
Talk to the entire board. And we tried changing that to where that they were able to make decisions, but there had to be a full monthly report listing every phone call, every text, every communication, and anyone who was involved was supposed to go to the council for review.
Right, but it didn't happen. And
that
then
did not happen.
And then Vern got recalled. And that was like, what, three months afterwards? So he would have gotten some sort of report on the water issue, and he never even received a report in the last 3 meetings that he was involved in. So,
and no one else did from then, because I'm good friends with Bob, and I'd go over and we'd talk about all this. He never received a single report.
Well, I mean, he's going to tell you that, Vern. I mean, technically, he can't talk town business with you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's only covering his own ass, regardless whether he got one or not, man. Like,
see, that was part of what we could talk about, and we'd sit there and we would discuss the packet. Everything in that packet is town business.
Okay. Just making sure, man. I don't want to get Bob in trouble. I don't want to get Bob in trouble, but because Bob really wouldn't even talk with us, man. Like Bob was on point. He should have stayed on that board. That is one person that I wish did not walk.
He was getting accused of telling us all kinds of stuff, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was, and we were staying away from him on purpose because we did not want it. We did not want him to jump off that board. But as soon as the mayor's wife jumps on the board, he was gone. I followed that guy out like he just broke up with me. Bob, don't leave. Bob. Like, for real, I was damn near on my knees outside. Bob, please don't leave, bro. Like, like I ain't too proud, man. I'll say I chased after that man like a love-struck girlfriend, bro. Bob, don't leave, Bob.
He really didn't want to.
You guys are killing me, man.
Now, Bob
But
is considering running for office again.
Good.
Good.
So
I mean, I would like to see him run for office again once we can get everybody off of that board, because, again, the elections are coming up. There's no chance for recalls. Tyra is the one that fucking approves the recalls. We know it isn't going to happen. Couple of people can't be recalled just because of the terms that when they came in. So, it's pretty much pointless on trying to go through a recall. At this point, it's trying to get everybody concerned with the issues, informed of the issues, and trying to get good people on that board that's going to turn that town around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, there is room for growth in Aguilar. Aguilar should be growing.
Yes.
I mean, you've got more residents in Aguilar than you do in Boone, and Boone fucking has so much more. Hell, the mayor left with $400,000 and didn't get arrested. Come on, man. 250 people,
right
400.
now, NOLA has so many infrastructure grants, man, that are forgiven.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, all the lead water pipes, there's grants for that right now. It's free to have all the lead pipes replaced. I mean, there's a lot of room for improvement for sure.
100%. And
no cost.
Go ahead, Sam.
Sorry about that, guys.
No, you're good. You're good. Go.
The other thing, guys, is access for the elderly and the disabled, man. That building, put some money and put a ramp, put a lift, do something. But I will tell you this, it's gonna happen. It's gonna
Turn
happen.
that one into the museum and then build a new one that's more
Something.
practical. That's not practical. There's no room in there. That's why we're having our meetings in the community center. That's not how most places do it. So I don't know. They probably need a new building. And maybe that's why they're letting it get so dilapidated as a reason, but that's historic.
Right, that's
Why
what I
not
was about to
preserve
say.
it now,
That
turn it into like the Welcome Center / Historic Society. Let them move into there maybe, and like say build a new one. We have room on Main Street or off of Main Street easily.
That's historical building. Our town council should be there. We could build another section to it over where the state's giving them that property for the council meetings to be held. But to give them a new building is just 100% wrong. Aguilar is a historical town, and there's nothing wrong with that building. That it'll be cheaper to fix that thing back up to historical code than building them a new building. That's what they want. That's why they're not doing anything, and I don't think we should give in to them.
Well, I mean, they are.
And their plan with this ramp is to put in an automatic opening door. How historical is that?
That could be done by
That's what I'm
putting a
saying. They're
lift
going
in to get you to the port.
They'll ruin the historical value in their plan. I've seen their plan. They wanted an automatic opening door.
Well, and I don't see anything wrong with that. Even with historical buildings, you have to have things that you upgrades. And this needs to be done. They can still keep the historical quality to it.
Yeah, but they don't want that little building, Vern. They want a bigger building. They're like, there's no room in there. I mean, you see the inside of that place. It's so cramped. I mean, they gotta have a place to hide when the cameras come in.
Right, and you know what?
Or the post-it note on the camera.
Oh, Sam. Well, I got here. I got a question. When me and Vern went into the office the other day, and I posted a video, I think you may have seen it.
Yep.
They have a post-it over the camera in the office.
I seen it.
That's the people's camera, so we can monitor our employees, and that's a requestable camera. Why? What do you think about that?
Well, so the employees can steal money out of the desk without being actually seen on camera. My guess.
Naps.
Which the public was never told the reason that guy got fired. We have a right to know if our money's being stolen out of someone's desk.
I want to know why money is just being left in a desk and not being put in a safe.
That would be a good question. Or at least a locked drawer.
A lockbox. Something. Like something.
At last, my love has come along.
Oh man, it's in the sock. The money's in the sock.
No worries, no worries. They're on vacation, you know, everything's good. The mayor.
I'm on vacation. If you do like a lot, then you should go and change it. I'm on vacation. And it's not legit, cause I love my occupation.
You know? He's not worried about the fucking finances, that's for sure.
No.
You know?
I think they might be after the other day.
Well, yeah. Now after the news, I think that we're gonna see the shredder truck a lot. I'm good right now. Just stick it in the fridge.
I did
Thanks.
see the
Appreciate
shredder
it.
truck actually this week. I did see the shredder truck in town. I ain't gonna bullshit you.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I don't know what they were shredding. That thong, maybe? Oh my god. You know?
I'm telling you, bro. Like there's just so much going on that I think that they have no clue what to do at this point. They're just running around like a chicken with their heads cut off at this point.
I mean, you guys do know who's been swimming in the water,
Now
right?
this is a bikini body.
I think you're right, though. I got to say, I actually I hope they're feeling the walls closing in, man. I really hope so.
No, they're not.
Well,
Tyra was recording me the other day. I told her, make sure you save that. You need to preserve that public record because I'm going to be requesting it. You don't tell me what to do. And as I'm in there getting the budget, talking to Sarah, she says the same thing. You don't tell me what to do. She's not learning. She thinks she's all powerful. So, you know.
Well, it's funny. It's funny that we don't tell her what to do, yet everything that we say happens.
Right. And like I said,
I don't.
CRS 18-8-404. Colorado law defines official misconduct as a public servant abusing his or her power, breaking a law or regulation in order to obtain personal benefit or to harm another person. I mean, come on. We got laws here. The sheriff will arrest. We have laws.
Yeah.
So do they think they're not going to jail?
Hey, good citizen. Remember the last time we told them to save something, and you know they try to tell us, you don't tell us what to do. This is what happened.
Yeah.
We were secretly recording, by the way. Secretly recording. That was hidden underneath my shirt while I was in there.
Well, once Tyra figured out what was going on, she corrected the behavior immediately. I have the audio of her saying that. So we'll play that for you guys tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I'd like to hear that.
Yep, be here tomorrow morning. We're gonna have a show. We got some shit up our sleeve for tomorrow. You'll love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess we
Look
can
at that
all work
fucking
together.
handsome devil.
I'm at work doing my job.
Good for you. The difference is ours goes to thousands of people. It's called the court of public opinion.
You know what? You guys just continue what you need to do and please leave us alone.
We left. You come out here and approached us.
I did not.
Oh, okay.
I did not.
I did not.
How did she get out that door then?
Right? We were leaving. We didn't say anything more to them, and they came out and approached us. No, I did not.
Well, the camera went from the window as you were leaving across the floor and out the front door. So I might have been levitating. I don't know.
I don't know.
The camera did
Dude,
it.
the lies just fucking fall out their asses.
Left. You come out here and approached us.
I did not.
Oh my god.
I did not.
I did not.
So
Just-
yeah, I
just-
mean that was.
She tells us just to leave, basically. Like we need to leave. You know, it's her castle.
You were already leaving.
Hey, I gotta say, I thought it was beautiful that the reporter was locked out.
Right?
That was the
I
best,
sent him
man.
that video. So whatever he's gonna do with it, because he's gonna stick around.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, Quinn's a really good guy. He's interested in a lot of the things in this town. This was just one little story he was doing out of here. But
That's
yeah,
right.
he asked me. He's like, "Can I get that video of me going up the steps and being knocked out?" I was like, "Hell yeah, bro."
Oh, you gotta give me that. You don't. No, you didn't tell me you had a video of the reporter getting locked out, bro.
Yeah, it was the best, man.
Oh, you gotta send me a copy of that. That's not
Just
fair.
watch
See, this sucks. I hate not being down there and getting fucking. Come on, man. I feel like I'm out of the loop.
Vern was locked out. I made a clip of it.
Yeah.
Shit.
They were all locked out.
Yeah, you didn't send it to me. I'm helping spread the word.
I made another clip. By 3:30, they were all gone. 3:15, they closed the building down. Everybody left because
Well, they had-
Aguilar allows that.
They had security concerns like the last time.
Yeah.
You can go home with pay today.
Right?
Well, and that's the other thing, Sam. So Vern can go more in detail about it, but what about the time cards, Vern?
About the time card. Okay, I lost you. We were talking about what was we talking about?
Yeah, what about the
being
time
locked
cards?
out.
Yeah, but what about the time cards? Because they left at 3:15. So what are their time cards going to say?
Well, they never dock their pay for anything. It's even on the monthly budget that they have. Everyone got the same pay, even whenever they took off that Friday. Tyra got paid for shacking up with what's his name on Monday, Adam, and he got paid too.
You know why?
Training on it. He got paid to train on it.
You know why? In the office before they walk out 45 minutes early.
Well, Tyra claims that she's working from home
all day.
All day.
Except that day where she called the cops.
Hey, right.
Brought
For
them all the
chalk.
way down.
Yeah.
For chalk. For sidewalk chalk.
Right, so they got in at 8:30 and they left at 3:15. Their paychecks
Deb.
aren't going to vary at all. Now we have a fingerprint scanner where you have to scan your fingerprint to clock in and clock
What's up,
out.
Corrupto?
They refuse to use it. They refuse. We own the card.
And the town
council's
council won't
really
make
the only
them
one that
use
can
it.
post it.
Right?
All this comes to the town council and the mayor. We need everyone fresh and new in there and put Tyra in her place. If she wants to keep the job, fine, let her keep it. But here's a new set of rules. This is going to be done fairly. You're not going to be lying. It's which
Let me
is
ask you, how many
impossible
how many employees work for the town? Roughly.
actually work or just get checked?
Collect the check. Is it 50 or more? Well, less than 50. Less than 50, right?
Oh, yeah, hold on. I think I got a picture on here from that one. Hold on. I think we
Four it is what we're paying right this second, I believe.
Four
Besides the
windows.
librarians. there's 2 librarians as well.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
the
I don't.
fire department's volunteer. That's right. We don't have a marshal.
Yeah.
Right. There's 4 office, well, 3 office employees, maintenance, and then the librarians that we're paying on. So a total of 6 employees is what we're paying out for.
That's what
We
I
have
thought.
an old
Yeah,
pay
it's not
scale.
much.
We have an old pay scale that tells approximately what they're getting paid. You know, like
Well,
say approximately
the old
because they don't use that scanner to clock in and out, so we don't know.
Okay, so out of the people that are still working there, you have Tyra, you have Lillian, which is the librarian. You have Stephanie. Is John still working with us?
No.
John Garcia? No. How about Barbara? Who's Barbara Hill?
She's the other librarian.
Other librarian. Okay, and then you had Derek, but we don't have Derek. And then you had Joseph.
Pull it up. We're gonna talk about it.
Well, I can't pull it up. It's on my phone.
Oh man.
Do you really want me to log in? Oh man. All right, hold on.
That's all right.
Hold on. Hold on.
It's old news. We got it.
It is old news, but still, I want to know a couple of these names because again, I want to know why we lost a lot of good people that, you know. So let me mute up here and you'll see another one of.
Oh, dead silence. All right, 5 people in here. Who just joined?
Oh, that's you people.
Maybe Deborah.
You know?
He's working so hard. We got 2 of him.
Well, you want the link? You want the link, Corruptorado? Corruptorado been wanting to come down here, guys. I'm trying to hold him off because he's a beast. I'm super nice. Go watch his videos once. Somebody wants to drop his link in there. That'd be awesome. You saying you want to come up, bro? Is that what you're trying to say? I know you've been watching some of this stuff too. Because he's not far away. He's just a short trip to come down here. Y'all go watch his videos. Like I say, wait till he comes down here and deals with Town Hall. I make him cry just asking for a budget. I'm not shitting you. Wait till that video comes out, bro.
You bully?
Yeah. Paid for by Vern, no?
I tell you what. Hey, you know what? I'm thinking that we need to get a petition to have it signed while we're doing the barbecue. And the petition would be for a committee to speak to the council with unlimited time. Say 3 people on the committee versus them.
Do it.
Yeah, I'll write up something, because if we could get enough signatures, they more or less, well, they'll still refuse to, but they should have to.
What about the lawyer? I thought the lawyer was going to arrange that.
Yeah, well, I think that's just a bunch of lip right now.
That's right, we got to see. He's got to show us something first, right?
Right.
Yeah, well, he said that there was going to be some parameters and we would get in touch, and it was supposed to be the next day, and it hasn't happened yet. I did send him a couple of emails trying to find out, what are the parameters going to be and when are we going to do this, but he hasn't answered.
Well, you sure he still works for the town?
Yeah, well, that hasn't come up yet.
They never really told us when they hired him. and how much they hired him for, or any of that shit.
It's on the budget, isn't it?
Does that help you any, Sam?
Yep. It's good. I'm good.
So they were paying their gas guy $15 an hour. No, yeah, $15 an hour. Yeah, 15 an hour. That's what they was paying him. Right? Now Stephanie, she went from 13 to 15. And Sarah went from 14 to 15. They both went to 15. So according to the budget, then Stephanie got a $2 an hour raise, and Sarah only got $1 an hour raise. Right?
Seeing work is hard.
And then Tyra here is making 16 an hour for wearing 25 hats. So,
well, I mean, 25 hats is a lot of hats, especially when you're putting out this much paper.
That is some paper.
That was just one request, by the way, as a reminder. That was just one request.
Yeah, man.
That was just one request.
All about Vern.
Can you believe that, Sam? That giant stack of paperwork was all on Vern.
Are you serious?
Dead serious. This stack of paperwork here was one request, and that's because I found out that they're actually working off of Gmails instead of like .govs or .us or something like secure. Right. So I was like, okay, well, if you guys are running off of your phones that their personal phones, well, then I can request any type of emails or text messages that happen between business hours. Any text messages or communications like emails. I get that stack of paperwork, and it's all of Vern's Facebook posts.
You gotta be kidding me, man.
I am not kidding you. I still have the PDF. Because I asked her for it in email, and she sent me this picture saying, what do you want me to do with this? Are you going to come and pick this up? And I said, no, I'm not going to come and pick it up. I'm out in Arizona. I asked for email.
Nice.
So she had to scan all of that back into the computer, I guess, or whatever, and then put it into a giant PDF and send it to me. But yes, that's all of Vern's Facebook posts.
16 an hour. And here's the other thing, Sam, if you check it out, all the Cora and 4 certified officers that I've dealt with in the state of Colorado have a pay increase, $1, $2 an hour, for being the custodian of records. So does Tyra only get to 16, or is there another? No.
Yeah.
It's usually a federal pay to be the custodian of the records and takes the certification. So,
right.
Kind of weird.
It is.
No, it is not, Betty. She keeps those all in one of the 16 filing cabinets she has in her her office. Yeah. So she's got a whole. I have the audio of her saying she has a whole file cabinet on us. I just shit you not.
Unreal, man.
Yep, a whole file cabinet from all of the requests that we made. I guess she printed all the requests out, stuck them in a file cabinet, and you can go and request all the requests that we've made.
Right.
except for a few things like budgets or anything like water reports, or you might not get any of that, but you'll get everything else that she's sent us.
Grant. Yes, about Grant.
I'm gonna find out who the auditor is.
See,
send them that video. I want to send them that video.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The mayor's saying that it's their fault, basically. that the audit's not getting done.
Right. And see, that's my thing. Like, I'm new to this state, Sam. I know Arizona, and Arizona, like, they don't play when it comes with government. If like the slightest bit of corruption shows, they're in there. I mean, hell, Phoenix police has still got the FBI up their ass and everything else from all the bullshit that they pull. Like, you've got lawsuits that are still happening from like 10 years ago that are popping back up on Phoenix, and I'm surprised that it's not happening with this town. Now, my whole thing isn't a state auditor, somebody that's supposed to come in and look at the books and make sure they're good, aren't they supposed to report any discrepancies that they find to like certain authorities out here? Is that what's supposed to happen?
Yes, and it's going to happen this time if there's a problem, man, because the auditor now knows the state is looking at
Well,
them.
hell, there's a problem right now. I mean, we looked at it. It's right there. I mean, we saw it. It said that we were paying for audits. That clearly is an issue when they flat out said we have not had an audit done since 2018. Then why do these books say that you've been paying for audits to get done? That's a discrepancy.
That needs to go to Quinn right there. Good citizen.
Yeah.
Seriously, man.
Well, I'm surprised if he hasn't. Like, you know, this is where I don't get news. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like some of these guys just get handed a paper and then they speak on camera. Not putting him down. What I'm saying is like,
I know what you're saying.
Why wasn't this brought up in the story as well as, you know, well, there's also discrepancies in their budget on their website. Like, you know, I really wish he would have pointed that out.
Yeah.
No, he wanted to be very specific to the audits. I spoke with him, and he said he's not going anywhere. He plans to cover things specifically throughout. So I think he did a really good job.
Too.
He definitely gathered quite a lot of information. He represented what people were saying, and I think he did good compared to a lot of reporters I've dealt with in the past. And yeah, I think he is going to go into detail on shit like this. He's not. He didn't want to like half-ass it. That's my opinion on what Quinn has going there.
That's how I felt. Yep.
What's up, Zombie SG?
Yep.
I mean, there's just too many discrepancies here. This is why I've always questioned since we began here and since, like, when we were 6 months into it, I'm still questioning the fact that the Attorney General hasn't been brought into this, the District Attorney hasn't been brought into this, the regular authorities haven't done anything up until recently when finally they had the balls to tell Tyra, you're not getting me in trouble with him.
I disagree, though. It is insane. It is insane that you can't even get a reply for some of those elected officials.
Right.
And it is insane, man. Insane.
So I'm going to be clear. This is all on the town's website, guys. If you go to the government tab and you scroll down, you'll see the budget. Feel free to go look it up and analyze it yourselves because, I mean, this isn't like something we specially requested. Right there, available on the website.
Hold on a second. I'll copy and I'll paste it and I'll put the link up there for everybody. So
feel free, like I said, pick through it you guys selves. You know, and you'll also see statements on the website saying that they failed to comply with many things when it comes to the water, like the backflow system and everything else. And then right above that, they've got a response to the letter to the editor, basically contradicting everything underneath it. I don't know if you can pull that one up, you people. The main page on the Aguilar, Colorado.
Yeah. Hold on one second.
Response to the editor, and then below that is the water report that pretty much contradicts what she says in response to the editor.
It's just lie after lie after lie after lie, you know?
So this is the main page here.
Yep, that's the one.
And you had a letter to the editor here, concerned about the water. And then they have the statement over here, where at the very bottom, they do, agree that, it's crucial to receive factual information, especially when it comes to matters concerning the town's social organization. False information and rumors can lead to misunderstandings, confusion, and even harm individuals or the community as a whole. Well, who's giving out the false information? Because they're making it sound like other people are giving out false information.
Read the section right there where they say they report. They report. So we don't have to worry about the water. They report. That paragraph says they report.
I'm giving out false information.
Yeah, listen, they were requested on the sanitary survey to answer it within 45 days, and they got that October 22. That was not completed until February 23.
Well, but you people go up and look at the survey.
I think I got to go into the government for that one.
Yeah, go to the government tab. Go down, and it's right there. This is the survey. Right here. And then read that paragraph where it's indented. Right there, all those indents. The indented part.
I can't, because it's all blurry on my screen.
We have permitted or installed an uncontrolled, what does it say? Something connection. Yeah, it is blurry. And I think they did that shit on purpose.
Like, it's not a very clear copy. Like, you got to blow up on it. Even then, when you blow up on it, it just makes it worse. You might be able to, like...
Right there. That's the section. We failed to comply with the requirements for surveying our system for cross connections. We have failed to complete the routing requirements for backflow prevention devices or methods. We failed to notify the Department of Backflow Containment event. So, just in that response letter, hey, you don't have to worry. We report all this stuff. And then right here in the damn survey on their own site, it says specifically they disregard all that shit. But if you don't say what they want you to say, you could be harmed.
Yeah. I told my wife my life insurance ends in 2027, so I'm good. She's good.
Okay,
Look
so...
hey, I'm going to read this right here, too. If you have a utility emergency after regular business hours, please call John at, and here's his phone number. So, John don't work here no more. They fired him, but go ahead and please call him with your emergencies, guys.
Well, that, and then, to bring back earlier when we had John up there, and he had pointed out that, they were selling water. But it says no outside watering or water hauling until further notice. They're not supposed to be selling their water, so...
Yeah, their budget says $6,000. They got $6,000 in water hauls. So their budget is just so shot out, guys. It's just not even close to secure. They're not telling us the truth by any means. They belong in prison. If they're embezzling, they belong in prison. There's no doubt.
100% if that's going on, man. 100%. And if the hands are clean, they got nothing to worry about.
Right.
It should be real easy to show if their hands are clean. This is showing us the exact opposite, and this is from their own site. So feel free to go and inspect any of this. See where it says TOA budget? That's where you guys will find the budget. All right, and then they have the agendas and meetings listed prior, all the way back for some years, actually. So their website just is full of shit. everything that they don't want us to know, they make public. Even it's how bad it is, and they think nothing's gonna happen, guys. They are sitting so high up there in their castle tower, our town hall, thinking they're untouchable. I encourage everybody to go in there with your camera to document and ask questions.
Thank you.
Especially Vern.
I don't know the answer to any of them, so I gotta ask. Hey, and I'm willing to go in there one time a day if you want to record it, if they'll let me in. Maybe if I take a plate of chicken.
So what do we do about them continuing to lock the doors, guys?
Call a locksmith. Have the locks changed while they're there. Yeah, call the cops on them.
Here's what you do. Here's what you do. First person goes up, knocks on the door, go in there, ask your question, film it, walk out, let the door be locked. Next person walk up, knock on the door, let them get up, do the same thing. Have about 10, 20 people do that. I guarantee the door will be unlocked.
That's what I said. That's what I said, Sam. That's what I was telling Vern. I was like, you guys should have like a line of people go in there and just wait like 10 minutes. Every 10 minutes, have somebody show up.
Yep.
Oh, I'll telling you, one by one.
I will get in the line for that.
Right?
That's Tuesday.
That's Tuesday.
All right. I'll be. That's a plan, man.
We'll make sure you got some barbecue chicken breath.
That sounds great, guys. I'm gonna cut it loose.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Have a good night, and I'll see you Tuesday.
Thanks, Sam. I'll see you then.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Night.
You too, bro.
All right. Now we're back to talking to each other. It got quiet. Damn. What up? All right, come on. Did I get locked out? Hello?
No, you broke it, Vern.
Dang. All right, I'm going to write up some kind of petition, and we'll try to get it signed for a committee to speak to the council.
All right.
And then we'll spend a few days coming up with questions.
Here it is, 3:30 in the afternoon at the city hall. Doors are locked, and our employees are nowhere to be found. Aguilar, what are you allowing here?
Delays, the state auditor placed a hold on the town's property tax revenue in October 2020. After nearly 3 years, that revenue, which the town can't touch, totals $115.
Not the sidewalk chalk. Oh, what happened to Sam?
He headed out.
Oh, Sorry, Sam. I had to walk over. I had to walk inside and handle something, my man. I didn't see you leave. So
Notary Republic.
we'll talk to you later.
All right.
Notary Republic.
Notary
Look at
Republic.
this. No, look at this. Does anybody see anything out of place? You see the sign, Notary Republic?
But she's always working from home.
Anybody see anything wrong with this picture? I wonder if I can make it bigger. How do I make it bigger?
I don't know. Do you have Zoom on your thing?
Yeah, let me try.
There you go.
Alright. So, Notary Republic. You guys can
Available.
see that now?
It says available underneath of it.
Right. So anybody in chat seen anything out of place here?
I made my guesses. I made my guesses. What is it? Tell us.
What about you, Vern? You see anything out of place here?
God, I hate it when he does this.
Oh, it's on the wrong side of the counter.
Well, I'll give you a hint, okay? Don't look directly at the sign. Look just to the right of it. Okay? Are you seeing it yet? No? Nothing?
I'm not seeing anything in comments.
Remember, she's the custodian of records, guys. This is our custodian of records.
He's
Guys.
pointing at the stack of papers on the floor.
Guys. Guys. Our custodian of records.
The records are on the floor.
Okay.
Link available.
Just all over the floor down there.
All over everywhere.
Right?
Oh my gosh, guys, that's how our records are kept, and then they wonder what's the fucking problem with the auditor. Right?
Well, in this day and age, you would think.
Ignore
Oh.
me.
In this day and age, you would think that they would have like it all on computer by now, but
Look at this. I got a superstar on camera here.
It's Steve. What's up, Steve?
What's up, Steve? Damn, look at his form, bro. Look at his form.
He's got good form. He needs to turn his camera to the side, though.
Yeah, if you just, we'll give him some pointers. Steve, you got to turn your camera sideways if you want a bigger picture. All right, Bubba.
You get better picture, at least. You get better picture. I mean, it's hard to convert that straight up thing into a full picture. It takes so much away.
The records. I do not need to request a take. I just want to inspect. That's it. And if you read Cora, you're the Cora certified officer. You'll know this is.
Don't tell me what to do.
Tell me what to do.
Me?
I don't know. What other good ones we got in here, man? So on my Facebook side, I got some good reels in there. You people, I don't know if you want to pull them up. That's where I got the lawyer. That's where I got the lawyer being locked out, brother. So.
You mean the journalist?
Yeah. I mean the journalist. And I got one of the lawyer on there leaving Tyra's mom's shop.
So, yeah, I got a couple good ones over there in the reels section.
Right.
You got it.
What's up,
Deborah.
Eyes on Audit?
What's up, Eyes? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I got some good ones over there. I don't put that many of them on the YouTube because they don't do so well. Just it'll end up being a waste of my time and energy, you know?
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I put I put a lot of them on there. If you guys don't have me on Facebook, Good Citizen, you'll see my icon. Looks like the one in the top right hand corner. And I put up a lot of reels over there, different than what I put up on the YouTube. We're also on Rumble. That's on the ticker right there. Find us. We appreciate all those thumbs up. It really does help the algorithm. You know.
Yeah, I gotta go check on my Rumble.
We finally got some good traction going. We got multiple news outlets paying attention. Tuesday, we're doing a barbecue in the park. Everyone is invited. Come get you some food. You know. Yeah, Jim had it though. All the papers on the floor, bro. I mean, that's how our shit's taken care of. You know. I just can't get the numbers straight. So, you know. I can't imagine why. I don't know what happened to Crupperado. I thought he was going to come up or something. He was acting like he wanted the link. He's not far from here, guys. If he comes down, I don't know. I don't know. Joe Cool's all super nice. You people's nice. I'm nice. You know. But, yeah. I made some good ones on there though. I'm not sure how well they're gonna play on here, but there's definitely some good ones. This is what I put on the Facebook side, guys.
Let's do this one first.
Why should we hire you? Because I need to pay rent. Excuse me? Because I always wanted to become a cashier. What does going above and beyond for the company mean to you? It means nothing to me. Excuse me? It means doing everything I can to ensure customer satisfaction. What would you do if an angry customer spilled a drink on the floor? I would mop the floor. Oh, good. I would mop the floor with that
All right, I'm looking. Okay, so which one was the one where the guy was locked out? Here, we'll try this one. Oh, it's really small.
Here it is, 3:30 in the afternoon at the City Hall. Doors are locked, and our employees are nowhere to be found. Aguilar, what are you allowing here?
There was one. Oh no, we already watched that one. That's the
cop.
Sure.
We're gonna make it better by making it together.
Oh, yeah, tattered flags.
Now I am perfect, I get angry and I raise my voice. I feed the wrong wolf and I make a bad choice. Acknowledgement is key, we must do without shame. But I try my best, so please say you do the same. What a simple manifesto, yes, to change the world. What a thought to serve a purpose, and the people, yes, will hurl good deeds at each other. Help one another, speak and react like we're sisters and brothers. With this come struggle, hard times, yes, there is. If you see me slipping, got to call me on my shit. But I do it for you, keep each other in truth. So walking on this path, there's nothing we can't do. Collectively collected in this love and this promise to grow and be better and always be honest. I'm thankful for all of the bumps that the path. So please help me out, brethren, give it a try, yeah. We're gonna make it better by making it together. We're gonna make it better by making it together, I know. You're any kind of weather. We tried on through forever. We're gonna make it better by making it together. I know. We're gonna make it better by making.
That ain't the one with the lawyer, though.
No, that isn't. I'm still looking though. I'm still looking. This one?
You got it. You got it right there. You got it.
Ah!
Price of fame, I think I paid. Want my change? I done gave everything in my possession for my seconds on the stage.
Yeah.
Put my name up in light. It must
Yeah.
be sales. I done gave up my life. Can't get a moment to myself. All alone, I ask myself. It's the worst I ain't perfect, neither's anybody else. But I think my kids deserve to be with daddy out in public without all the illness. When the lies and gossip published, I'm the topic of discussion. And I stay in trouble just to show these suckers I ain't lost it. And I do it all again. That's the funny thing about it. I ain't playing, boy, I'm about it. Will I change? Boy, I doubt it. I done
good
been
old
a lot of things.
Yeah.
Just saying. He's got it. He got it.
Locked out. He had me send that to him. He wanted a copy of that. Right? But we'll talk more about this topic tomorrow morning, because I got some audio where we actually get onto that, you know. So the audio will be fun. We'll get into a bunch of that tomorrow. I might have a clip here, but there's definitely a bias, you know, and the audio I have definitely proves that, you know. So let me see. I got a timestamp I want to look at.
I may not be good at sit-ups or push-ups, but fuck-ups. No, I'm good at those.
Yeah, good at those. Just saying. Just saying.
No.
No, what?
All right. So I'm gonna give you just a little clip, you know, because we were just showing the reporter and talking about him being locked out and stuff, right? So I'm gonna give you a little sneak peek of what we're gonna get into tomorrow, guys. Here you go.
Baby, I got your money.
Can you hear that?
Now, if I had to ask a question,
Yeah, I can hear it.
Real talk. When you hear someone say "you people" and you have a situation like this, what would you classify you people as? Now, I already had my experience with this, and I find that there's a commonality, and we can get to that in a moment. But if you were literally looking at this from the perspective of what just happened in that office, which my understanding is your office.
Correct.
Okay. Oh, wow. Thank you very much. Nice office. What would you classify you people as in that context?
A reporter?
Reporter. I mean, now
Good
if
answer.
The shirtless reporter.
He came in there asking questions. You think that they would get that treatment, or would they get a different kind of treatment?
Now you just heard that. I'm gonna back it up just in case anybody missed that part. He just referred to, well, what if Channel 13 comes in, right?
I mean, now if Channel 13 came in there asking questions, you think that they would get that treatment, or would they get a different kind of treatment? Let's be realistic.
Realistically, it's pretty much anymore. Who are you? Who you with? Because now in this day and age, we don't know anybody.
Well, let me tell you this much. If Channel 13 showed up at the house, and Joe Cool showed up to my house, and I didn't know him, and he's got a camera that's the size of a phone on a big-ass rack with, you know, the little tripod of and then I watch a cameraman on the side come in, right? Which one of those guys, which one of you guys do you think I'm going to treat with more respect?
By the news channel.
Right. So I think that it's fair to say this.
And that guy was locked the fuck out. Did you hear that? I don't know how good the audio was for you guys, but did you hear that?
We'll get some clips and we'll put it up here so that way we get some really good audio. That's why it's going to be a tomorrow morning show. We figured we'd do a nice little Sunday morning show. You know, everybody's going to be busy on Labor Day, having their day off. You know, happy Labor Day to everybody. So we'll have a few clips tomorrow morning for you. I mean, we've got some gems that some people haven't heard yet.
Listen.
Right. You just said you think the reporter would get the
Joe Cool?
meaning you people is something different.
Yeah.
No, like everybody, no matter what, should get the same treatment. But in the eyes of the girls,
That's not how this world is. Yeah. This is the best part. In the eyes of the, say again, in the eyes of the girls, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
I mean, they may think different, but I mean, everybody should be treated equally, no matter.
Yeah, so in the eyes of the girls, I think you were going to say they were afraid or something along those lines.
Well, let's not deflect from the question though, because we still haven't defined you people. Whether they're intimidated by the situation, whatever the case might be, is irrelevant to the classification in which they've classified these people. Now, what if I were to use the word?
So that's a little sneak peek. We got a little bit of that tomorrow. That'll be good, guys. It'll be fun. You know, we're gonna hear some good statements from Tyra.
Right.
Make sure the public hears them. You won't want to miss it. You know how she really feels when she thinks no one's listening. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know, but
so
it sucks.
We did about a 3-hour show, bro.
Yeah, about a 3-hour show. That's pretty crazy, man.
Yeah,
definitely crazy.
Right? You got, we just had Joe Cool on the show.
Oh, baby, give me one more chance to show you that I love you.
We got to work on the volume on those things. I mean, I don't know about anybody else, man, but those things take me off guard sometimes. Definitely got to work on the volume of those.
Hey,
I may not be good at sit-ups or push-ups, but fuck-ups. No, I'm good at those.
Definitely good at those.
Definitely good at those. Right. So, yeah, I guess we'll catch you guys tomorrow. I mean, if you're not too busy tomorrow, guys.
Right?
We'll have a good time.
Definitely,
Appreciate all those thumbs up. It's awesome. Everybody that came in tonight. Appreciate that for sure. We got a lot of comments tonight. Pretty good. Tennessee Accountability, Betty, Joko, Robert Avila, Black Watch, Foodboy, O'Burner, Arlette. Yeah, I was on here for a little while, and I'm just a guy having fun. Black Watch. John Denicola was on here for a while. Appreciate you, John Denicola. Thank you, sir. Let's see. Don't want to miss anybody in here. We had No Justice in here. Independent Men United. Living Dreams in Livingston, Texas. Jim Quintero. Angela. We had Razor City Observer. You guys go check out Razor City Observer. Subscribe. Westside Accountability was in here. Takedown, Exposing Frauditors was in here. John Tracy. Civic Duty. You guys go check out my man Civic Duty. Let's see who else. Missing anybody in here? Pepperoni. Pep. Go check out Pepperoni Audits. He's got a lot of good shit. Let's show you how it's done. And he carries out big ass camera. Anyway,
We had Zombie SG in here. We had Corruptorado in here. We had John Tracy in here. We had Doreen Clark in here.
Keto on Kratom.
Yep. Keto on Kratom. And we had Deborah, No One Left Behind. Let's not forget Betty, Robert, Gail, the Chad. Fuck. Sorry, Chad, I missed you. The Chad. Eyes on Audit. Eyes on Audit was in here as well. Thank you, everybody, for joining, watching, following, subscribing, not subscribing, following, watching.
Yeah, most of you aren't subscribed, but
most of you ain't subscribed. It's free. You don't have to pay for it. And then ring the bell. Like Diana Ross. Ring it. Ring my bell.
Baby.
Ring it.
This is the shirtless reporter telling you. Alright? You guys be easy. Have a great night. Thanks for stopping in, man.
Much love. Be safe.